like you don't leave me. I know that you can feel me. What doesn't with my flame? You gonna tell me you don't care? Cause I can't get hurt. No. I'm not me. He's like, yeah. You love the living, don't be you know. You don't even know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduate visa mock session great room interview session. Our focus is how to handle your interview at the United States of America Embassy. I welcome everyone. I know it must have been a wonderful day, busy week, and it's a new month. I believe as the days are coming and drawing closer, we have so much to work upon. If you'd like to be interviewed, please put down your name. We have 2 slots more. We have 2 slots. Mavin Lazarus, I'll put you on number 6. For as many that wish to be interviewed, we have just 2 slots remaining for today. We have just 2 slots remaining for today. And for as many that will not want to put their name, it is my pleasure to let you know that there is no harm. Also, you will not be taken out of the meeting. But I can bet it with you, if your interview is closer, if you don't put up your name, you cannot have that experience. I'm not threatening you. No amount of videos. You can try it. Try with me. No amount of videos you can watch. If you don't face the fire yourself, it might not be possible. I know majority. Deborah, yes, you want to speak. Deborah, unmute your microphone and speak. We're about kicking off. We already have 10 people. Unmute yourself, Deborah, and speak. You raised up your hands.
Sorry, good evening. Hello, good evening.
We can all hear you loud and clear.
I think that was a mistake. I'm trying to
Thank
put
you
up
very
my name.
much.
I don't know how to do that. This is my
All right.
first time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It is my pleasure to welcome you once again. This is the Graduate Visa Moderate Room, where we anchor, advise, admonish, and encourage ourselves on this journey. I know searching for schools can be cumbersome, as well as trying to get your scholarships. Even some that have the financial capability as well as wherewithal, they still seek for such. However, if you have full funding and the interview, you didn't take it very well, it's as good as starting all over again. Not all over as in searching for school, but you know what it means if the visa is denied. This doesn't mean that it is not that you are not fit, but there might be so many factors to be reconsidered. Those are the reasons why we have gathered here, to encourage ourselves to learn and be better off. As I've said before, previous meetings have been uploaded, but you always need to seek permission from the author to be able to access them. So we have looked at what is the best way. That's why we have decided to be uploading them to the YouTube channel, which is available on my YouTube page. For as many that are interested, you can sign up. I'll be posting some of the videos, and if you subscribe, you are helping us go better. And if you comment, please, we will also appreciate that, because it's going to go a long way. Your comments will be highly appreciated. We need you to comment. We need you to send us messages. We need you to help us. What are your views? How do you think we can do it better? Nobody knows it all. Help us subscribe so that we can do better, we can cover more, and whatever is in your capacity, please don't get to America and say to hell with them. We can make things happen. We can make a change. It is my pleasure to let you know that if all of us on this group, in each group, you know the number we have, the numbers of participants on that group. If you're able to put up a memo, I can assure you that a change will definitely happen. A change that will benefit every one of us, because this land can accommodate all of us. I mean all of us. I've posted the link for the last video that we uploaded, and please do well, subscribe, comment, like, share. Thank you very much. This is how it's going to go for our first timers. We are welcoming you. We don't do partiality here, and we don't tolerate vulgar language. I'm doing all these preambles to set your mind right and let you know that it's one big happy family. When your name and your turn is up, you'll be called upon. You know your number already. We are numbers 1 to 10. Go to the message section, see your number. I will not call you more than 3 times. I might not even call you the third time. So please be on standby. If there is no power supply because we need to see your face, go and buy your candles now. Please. And majority of us has 2 phones. Use the other phone to flash the light on your face, because we need to judge your expression. When I call your number, you activate your camera, you unmute your microphone. Look straight into your camera. It's going to be an interactive session. As I've always said, you are not likely to also see me coming today. Without further ado, may I have the singular honor to call upon Salami Suleiman.
Good evening.
The evening is good. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Can we have your profile, please?
Yes, I'll be going to the University of San Francisco for a Master of Laws. I have a scholarship of $39,000, which is 65% of the tuition fee. Have we started?
We are just interacting. We have not started.
Okay.
How many schools did you apply to? And is this your first time at the US Embassy?
Yes, this is my first time at the US Embassy. I applied to 3 universities. University of San Francisco, Ohio State University, and San Francisco State University.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just a minute, Sulaiman. Oluwa Balogun, you said good evening. Please, I'd like to be interviewed. I apologize for the late notification. What time did you join this meeting? Opeyemi. Opeyemi Balogun, what time did you join this meeting?
Good evening. I actually joined some few minutes past 7, but there's no light here. But they just restored it now. I do not have all my lamps are down, but light just got
Why
restored.
didn't you signify you wanted to be interviewed? That's my point of argument now.
I did not signify because there's no light currently. As when the meeting started, there was no light. It rained
So
and there's
because
been
there
no
was no
light.
power supply, you can't
You
have
got
your
what?
second phone. You can't have your second phone flashlight
My
onto your
phones,
face, right?
everything, all my phones are dead. All my
So what
phones.
evidence have we to prove that if we add you to the list now, there'll still be power supply as at that time for you to be able to participate?
Well,
What
hopefully
evidence have we to prove?
I do not have an evidence, but hopefully since they just restored it, I trust I should stay.
All right, you'll be number 11.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm grateful.
You're most welcome. Chukwu Amachioleka. No vex, so you say you are trying to follow up. Okay, what are you following up precisely?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Can hear you loud and clear.
All right, I just joined, so I want to know what is going on because I want to also apply for schools in the US. So I've been
You want to know what is
following
going
that,
on?
how
Stay
to
tuned.
apply. So I just say, let me see
Stay
what is
tuned.
how they're doing.
Stay tuned. This is what happens at the
Okay,
United States of America Embassy. Stay tuned
okay.
and you follow up.
All right, sir, no problem. Let me, I just joined recently. Let me know how the procedures go. All right, thank you.
Suleiman,
Yes, sir.
I know you are not agitated.
At all.
Good. I like that. So, are you ready for me?
Yes, I am.
Good morning, documents, please.
Good morning. Here they are.
Why are you at the embassy?
I'm here for my F1 interview to enable me access the United States of America for my Master of Laws at the University of San Francisco.
Chukwu Amachi, please deactivate your camera. You are not the one being interviewed. Please. That's a distraction. Please, we don't tolerate that. Please. Suleiman, please, apologies. Please, can you continue, please?
Okay, yes. I am here for my F1 interview to enable me access the United States of America for a Master of Laws in International Transaction and Comparative Law at the University of San Francisco, California.
What motivates you to apply for this call?
I have always been fascinated by the intricacies of international transactions and the complexities of cross-border dispute resolution. Over the past 7 years that I've been practicing as a lawyer in Nigeria, I have encountered several situations involving international transactions, international trade. Recently, I was involved in a transaction between two organizations who had an agreement for the purchase of NFTs, and cryptocurrency was the means of payment. This transaction gave rise to legal issues which could easily have been resolved with online dispute resolution. I have also observed that there is a lack of resources and expertise in this area of law, It's an emerging area of law, and I intend to study and focus more on it so that as to enable me become an expert in this field.
How many
And
schools did you apply to?
I applied to 3 universities: University of San Francisco, Ohio State University, and San Francisco State University. I was more attracted to University of San Francisco because of the scholarship and also because of the faculty. I read the profile of some of the professors, and what their expertise actually aligns very well with my area of interest.
How long is your program?
It's a full-time 10 months program.
How do you intend to take care of your deficit?
I have been able to save the sum of 54 million naira, which is about 49,000 US dollars. I earn 1.2 million naira monthly, and I was also able to get 20 million naira from my firm as a partner last year, 2023, as my end of the year profit sharing. And also, I will also be going on annual leave, study leave rather, and my monthly salary is going to be paid. And also, being a partner in the firm, I've been able to bring in some clients into the firm. So I'm also expecting at the end of the year, I'll also be getting end of the year profit sharing again.
If power changes hands and your office decline this financial support, what happens to your educational pursuit?
No, they won't. It's part of the agreement. I'm an equity partner in the firm. It's part of the partnership agreement that we signed. So regardless, yes, I know
Mr.
that.
Salami Sulaiman, I put it to you that people change and so does law changes.
Yes,
Are you telling me that the law cannot be changed or reverted? And they send you an apology letter that, sorry, they have gone bankrupt and they cannot support your financials and your dream. What happens to it at that stage?
It's a law firm, and it's a law firm that whose culture is to honor agreements. If at all the law is going to change, I have to be a part of that sitting. I have to be a part of that meeting. So I know it's not going to change, and I know that they cannot declare bankruptcy because I know that already for the year, it's half of the year already, and I know that we've been able to get enough money for the rest of the year to pay salaries and also do other things. So I know that this is not going to change. In fact, if it's going to change, I have to also.
Are you in communication with your school?
Yes, I am. I am in communication with my school. I speak oftentimes. I speak regularly with Mrs. Julian Cartwright, who is the Master of Laws admissions officer. And I also exchange a couple of emails with some of the professors. Professor,
tell me about your school.
Ravi. All right. University of San Francisco, being one of the oldest universities in California, was established in the year 1855. It's a 55 acres campus located in the heart of San Francisco. It has a diverse population of 11,000 students from over 100 countries. It's a university that has a low student to lecturer ratio of 13:1.
Are you married?
Yes, I am. I am married to my darling wife and with 2 beautiful kids.
How do you intend to cope with your family while you are away?
Yes, I with the advent of internet communication, I am able to speak with them regularly on a daily basis. I know this is going to happen. And then for the financial aspect of it, my wife currently works at Shalina Health Nigeria Limited as a project manager, and she has about 450,000 naira, which is actually enough to cater for herself and the 2 children.
So you are not planning to give them any financial support while you are in the United States?
Well, we also have a couple of family investments, from real estate to other shareholdings in some blue chip companies. So we are going to be getting returns, and I know this is actually enough to cater for their well-being. I know that my wife is very well able to handle the home front.
How do you plan to manage your time effectively in the United States academic environment?
Yes, with the help of Google Calendars and some other Google resources, I will be able
Google
to
resources that don't have name?
Yes, with the help of Google Calendars, Google Documents, and other resources, I will
The
be
school's
able to,
timetable, the school will give you timetable.
yes, and the school timetable, I will be able to effectively manage my time. And also, being a lawyer myself, I have been trained to manage time and manage myself very well. So I believe strongly that I will be able to manage myself as well as schedule my timing very, very perfectly.
What would this course do for you?
This course is going to enable me become an expert in the area of online dispute resolution and blockchain dispute resolution. This is an emerging area of law that is still growing. I have noticed that there is a lack of resources and expertise in this area in Nigeria. So oftentimes when lawyers in Nigeria are faced with certain situations that involves online dispute resolution and blockchain dispute resolution, they oftentimes have to outsource it to other firms in other countries. So I intend to become an expert in this so as to enable me to mentor young lawyers as well as to collaborate with relevant authorities like Nigerian Bar Association, the Ministry of Justice, and other relevant agencies to establish and create the legal framework and infrastructure for the implementation of online dispute resolution and blockchain dispute resolution in Nigeria.
How do you intend to cope with the weather in United States? Having not had an experience to live there.
I plan to make provision for some warm clothing and warm boots rather, which I believe would help me to effectively manage myself and sustain me throughout my stay in the United States.
What about adapting to the cultural differences in the United States of America?
Yes, I have been able to research very well the culture of the United States, and particularly culture of the people of San Francisco and California. And I know that I am very, very adaptive. I am particularly excited about the opportunity to taste their food. I would like to do that. And also the culture of the people, I know I'm very, very adaptive. I have no problem with the LGBTQ plus. I know I'm able to manage myself and
I'll
also
be approving
adapt
your
very well.
visa. Have your
Thank you.
I-20. I'll be holding on to your passport. Your
Thank you,
visa
sir.
should be ready in 4 to 5 working days.
Thank you.
Observations, comments, opinion from our people? Calm down, calm down. I know I put you on the edge because you are number one. What's your embassy date? Remind me, please.
June 20th June.
Don't worry. You have 18 days to go. In fact, you actually have 17 days to go.
Right.
Don't worry. I pray the Lord will help us. Favor
Amen.
will speak for us.
Amen.
Do we have anyone? Dennis, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Well done, sir.
Thank you very much.
My observation is on the part where you asked him about the preparation he has made for his family. I think him subjecting it to just his wife will be like the view might feel like maybe he's not capable enough to like keep in touch with his family based on financial needs. So I think he should, in that area where they ask that kind of question next, should just tell them that they've made him and his wife have made some savings that they've kept separately to care for the family in his absence. So that I think that's what I think he should have said in that area.
Thank you very much. Sonjo Ibitunde. Sonjo Ibitunde, you are raising up your hand.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Are you hearing me now? Hello?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yes, my own observation is when you ask of the weather condition preparation, how he has prepared for. So he's supposed to say that he has made that 50 pound for warm clothing, not warm boots. There's a he made a mistake of mentioning warm boots or something like that. So he should be able to state that
He
warm
was under
clothing like
pressure. He was under my pressure. I know. I wanted to cut him short at the time, but I just felt let me allow him flow. You know,
Okay.
I pushed him to be number one at a time. And ever since then, he has been trying to summon that courage. And I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Sonjo. Sheriff Alao, after Yeah, Sheriff, allow you next, please.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm Sharif Alau. I'm a student affairs graduate student at the University of Vermont. And the only comment I want to raise is on the issue of culture. That is, how is it ready to adapt to culture here? In as much as we cannot say particularly what questions we might be coming across with the view, I think it's important to mention some certain point, which is critical to you being able to survive. Because as a graduate student, no doubt you are going to face some certain issues, such as culture shock. And this will bring a lot of, mental health issues for you when you come down here. So the best thing is to talk about the diversity in the US culture, and as a Nigerian coming, Nigeria is also a multicultural, diverse, nation that would help you to integrate into the American culture and society. This is very, very important. And at the same time, try and see if you can talk about the Nigerian community at that University of San Francisco. The food, do we have enough African food that would help you to adjust to that community? And you can cite that as one of the reasons that attach you to that very particular university. I think that would really help you when you're able to mention those points. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Deborah Adeboye, you are raising up your hand. Deborah Adeboye, you were raising up your hand. Kingsley, please go ahead.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Excellent presentation you've done, Mr. Salami. My only observation is that your posturing, eye contact, sometimes you're stuttering. Try to avoid some fillers that you are using. Be direct. I know you got this. You're really well prepared. You spoke very well. But just try and eye contact is very important because they only want to see as if you are scripted or you're trying to tell a lie. Just make it like a conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Let me pick up from the last speaker and cap it up. Everybody's contribution is highly welcomed. Izuchuku Ochukuchuku, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Salami, you have done well. I can see improvement as against my last comment. But please, there's still room for improvement. You can see advance. You can still do better. Are you getting me?
Yes, I am.
You can still do better. So take all those corrections and let's add it up. I wish you all the best. Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll be calling upon number 2. Valviveg. Who is that, please? Valviveg. Number 3, please. Azan Ayomiku.
Yes, sir.
You know the rules of the game?
Yes, I do, sir.
Is this your first time at the embassy?
Yes, ma'am. My first attempt.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Documents, please.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, there are, sir.
Why are you here?
I'm here for my F1 visa, which will give me legitimate access to the United States of America to pursue my Master of Science in Cyber/Electronic Operations and Warfare, where I'll be concentrating on artificial intelligence-based phishing detection and response system.
Wow, that's interesting. That's my area of specialization. What is cybersecurity?
Cybersecurity is the protection of information and digital assets against unauthorized access and cyber threats.
Why have you chosen this course?
I chose this course because of the present issue we have at my place of work. So despite various efforts of solving data breaches and system and phishing cyber threat. We have been close to an edge of losing our integrity and trust with our clients, and in which this can actually make us lose more clients. So
Why have you
give
chosen
me the
this school?
skills in access. I chose this school because of its robust academics, robust curriculum, in which I will be taking courses in cybersecurity infrastructures, access management, which will give me the required skills and research expertise to solve the present situation in my place of work, which is a fiction and data breaches. And also, I chose Webster University because of the small class size, which will make me have a one-on-one interaction with my professors and my classmates. Also, I chose Webster University because of research interest, which align with Professor James Curtis, whereby we'll be working on artificial intelligence-based phishing detection and response
How
system to
many
solve.
schools did you apply to?
I applied to three university, North Dakota State University, and University, Webster University, and also Pace University in New York.
Western what?
I applied to North Dakota State University, Webster University, and Pace University in New York.
What's the cost of attendance?
My cost of attendance is $28,017.
How do you intend to take care of this?
Aside my 15% merit scholarship I got from Western University, my uncle, who is my dad elder brother, will be sponsoring and be supporting my academics. He has been the one supporting me ever since I lost my dad at the age of 10. He owns an IT startup where he implements cloud infrastructures and systems for small size and medium size businesses and also government parastatals. He earns approximately 80 million naira annually and also owns a legal also own a real estate portfolio which he earns 30 million naira annually.
Does your uncle have a family?
Yes, he does. He has a wife and a son. His son is presently in Nigeria because he went for his studies last 2 years at University of Glasgow, Scotland in the UK to study Master of Business Administration, and presently he works with UBA Bank as a business analyst.
What do you know about your university research in your area of specialization?
When it comes to the research at Webster University has an ONCOM cybersecurity center in which I will be having a very good one-on-one interactions and with my professors and also my classmates because my research is based on a personal or a group research whereby I'll be carrying out artificial intelligence-based phishing detection and detection system in which will help me solve the present situation at my present place of work.
How can you define computer science and in relation to artificial intelligence?
Computer science is the use of various technical aspects of computer to help provide information to users. And when it comes to artificial intelligence, computer science is going to help artificial intelligence in order to be able to train an AI model to help solve the current situations in various aspects of technology in which I'm going for artificial intelligence piece because I will be using natural language processing and AI model and also machine language in Python programming and C++ to train an AI model to be able to
Can you tell
detect.
me about your educational background that has made you qualify for this further studies?
Yeah, I hold a bachelor's degree in information and communication technology in information and communication technology in Benin, in ISTG University, Benin Republic. I graduated with a 4.65 CGPA out of 5. I graduated as a top 3 in my classes. So I took courses in introduction to cybersecurity, introduction to artificial intelligence, and also in introduction to computer science, which have given me the foundations of what I want to study presently.
What would this course do for you? What would this course do for you?
This course will give me the right skills and the right skills, hands-on experience, and practical research in in cybersecurity, asset management, forensics, which I'll be using to solve the present situation of phishing and data breaches in my present place of work, which might cause us to lose integrity and trust in our clients and our clients' information. Also, we also give me a foundation to be a trusted advisor to the private and public sectors in Nigeria and the government. And also, I will be collaborating with the EFCC, which is the Economic Finance Commission and Crime and Commission, and also the National Commission Communication to help solve cyber
What is
threats.
the difference between a PhD and a master's?
A PhD, it's a further research based on program. A master's program, it can be terms to like carrying out a research which is on the course of study, or which can actually be a course study, or a research based course.
What's your plan after graduation?
After completing my program in 19 December 2026, I will be coming back to Nigeria and my place of work, which is Arbor Consulting Limited, in order to implement what I've studied and also my practical research in solving the data breaches problems we have in my present place of work. And also on the long run, I will be establishing an IT consulting firm where I'll be consulting for private and public enterprises and also the government in order to help solve the cyber security issues in Nigeria.
Are you gay?
No, I'm not. I'm straight.
What are you going to do if your supervisor is gay?
Actually, I'm not sexually biased, and that doesn't stop me from interacting and having the conversation or one-on-one with my professor, because sexuality doesn't matter. What matters is intellectual and what the intellectual communications and what we can actually gain from one another. So I'm not sexually.
If your head of department is interested in you sexually as a man, what will you do, since you say sexuality doesn't matter?
Yes, I will have a one-on-one conversation with him and tell him I'm actually straight. As you all know, as an adult, we all have we all have choices to our things we do. So I'll have a one-on-one conversation with him and tell him I'm straight, but I'm not interested in having a
If he
relationship.
tries to convince you,
If he tries to convince me, then I will have to report to the higher authority in the school.
what do you know about the resources available for your effective study in the United States and the local community?
Can I come again, sir?
What do you know about the resources available to you as an international student and in your local environment?
Yes, what I know about the resources is the Oncom Cybersecurity Centers, which features various international students, whereby I will be able to have a multiple diverse cultural experience, and also the International Nigerian Students Forum in the school, where we make me have interaction with like-minded like me, and also the school library facilities for me to further enhance my studies, and I'll be able to broaden my horizons. And concerning my community, I know that when it comes to the security, when it comes to cultural amenities, more like the St. Louis Museum, I'll be able to gain experience and maybe to know more about the cultural histories.
Don't you think because of this cost implication involved in your studies, it will have been more advisable to choose a school like University of Lagos, Akoka, for your further studies?
I chose Webster University in the United States of America because of the educational system. When in Nigeria here, we have been taught in a theoretical base, whereby students is more like giving a book to know how to cook and not going to the kitchen to finalize it. So studying in the United States of America at Webster University, we give me the practical and also the hands-on knowledge, whereby I'll be carrying out whatever I study in school, because I don't want to be a cyber security experts, whereby I will just know the principle and not carrying it out in the real world. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。
. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。
. . 。 . 。 . 。 .
。 . How do you intend to communicate with your family while you're in the United States for your studies?
I tend to communicate with my mom through the use of social instant messaging, which is WhatsApp, because she's someone who's very used and conversant with WhatsApp. So which will give us a good one-on-one conversation, and also with my uncle. So through the social instant messaging WhatsApp.
I'll be approving your visa. Have your
Thank you very much.
I-20, have your financial statement.
Thank
Do
you,
you
sir.
have any question for me?
No, sir.
Your visa should be ready in 4 to 5 working days. Do we have any question, observation, or comment for Azan Ayomikun, please? Questions, comments, observations, please. Anyone? Questions, comments, and observations? Azan, do you have a date yet?
Yes, sir. 22nd of June this month.
You need to be more articulate in your presentation.
Okay, sir.
Your choice of words should be more concise. You should use more of your discipline. There's no best way to it. There's no better approach to it. Variety is the spice of life. You understand what I'm saying? Your
Yes,
eye
sir.
focus, your eye contact is almost perfect. Darasimi, please mute your microphone. Darasimi Lima, mute your microphone. There's no better approach to it than to show that you actually know your onions. And the only way you can prove to us that you know your onions is by expressing yourself in your own discipline. Use the terminologies that you are used to. You say you are one of the best, if not the best. If you are one of the best 3 out of a whole graduating set, you can be rated as the best in your field. So if at this level you are not able to show us all these skills, what evidence have you to prove? I'll pause for now. Best Obi, where are you? You are raising up your hand.
Good evening, sir.
The evening is good, my brother.
Sorry, I wanted to add when you asked if there were any observations or suggestions. I noticed. I don't know if I should go on or maybe when you're done.
I'm listening. Please go ahead.
Okay. I noticed on one of the previous mock sessions that we had, you said something about the part when you're being asked if you are in a relationship, especially when you're asked that question and the VO tends to like wait a bit to hear more from you. And I noticed you did the same thing now, and he was just like he's single, and he didn't give any more information about that. So,
I asked
and
him about
you mentioned,
he said he is straight and he kept
yeah,
quiet.
that he's straight. Yes, and you just kept quiet. Yeah. So, but you mentioned then that should be an opportunity for you to
For
link
the candidate to
yourself.
say more,
Yeah,
sell
to say
yourself.
more and to link yourself down back to Nigeria, because they are really, really interested in the things that would bring
home
you back
ties.
home. So
Yes.
now, if you are able, you also said that even if you don't have a relationship, that it is also a big up for you to say that you even have like a fiance or you have a relationship, say that it's 2 years or that it's 3 years that it has been. Things like that are things that they know that you will look forward to while you're there, that was going to bring you
Yes.
back. So that is just an
You are very
observation.
correct.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Best to be.
Yes,
Permit
sir.
me to say you are learning from the best and you are showcasing that. Big up
You are
for
the
you.
best, sir. All right,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Okay, sir.
Azan Ayomikun, do I need
Sir?
to say that again?
No, sir. I understood everything you said, sir.
As I've always said, the best form of practice is to practice. Now, you never could remember when I kept mute, I was expecting you to express yourself the more. Use the opportunity. Definitely when you speak, the video will cut you short. When you speak, the video will cut you short. But this time around, you were speaking and the VO never cut you short. And you never seem or deem it fit to grab that opportunity to express yourself. That is not a good way to prepare. You already know this secret. And you heard from your brother just now that you ought to assist that opportunity, build on your home ties. With your mustache, you should have a worthy girlfriend, if not a fiancé. At least if you have been in a relationship with your profile, if you have been in a relationship for 4 years, there's nothing bad in it. And this
Okay,
course
sir.
is going to take you approximately 18 months, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right, sir.
Good. So upon return, that is one of the assignments you should embark upon and deal with.
Okay.
So
Okay,
please,
sir.
your home ties, you need to work on that. Your
Okay, sir.
financials, I remember vividly. My advice is when they ask you about your financials, hit the nail on the head. My uncle, in person of engineer Ayomekun, who makes an annual return of 180 million and has the star strength of 20, will be responsible for my educational pursuit. He also has investment in real estate that generates additional 120 or 102 million naira annually in choicest areas of Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja here in Nigeria. Furthermore, he is happily married with 2 kids. One of his children is a medical practitioner here in Lagos at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. The other one is a certified mechanical engineer or certified chartered accountant that works with the Central Bank of Nigeria at the FCT Abuja. You can see you're already aligned to that story I'm giving you.
Yes, sir.
So please try as much as possible, get your facts right, get your story straight.
Okay, sir.
You cannot but know your onions. If you don't know your onions, with a little twist in these questions, you'll be destabilized. I know you have tried as much as possible to learn by heart, but please, you can do more. All right?
Okay, sir.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
actually do more. And mind you, the best of you is yet to come. Please, further preparation is needed to ensure excellent performance. It is not
Okay,
easy
sir.
going out there. Please, so go out there and get this visa for us. Please, it is not
I will.
enough for us to be here alone. We need people like you to join us. Thank you very much. I'll be calling upon the next
Thank you very much,
person
sir.
on the list. You have a comment here. It really did well. However, it should be precise with the difference between MSc and PhD. They can ask you.
Okay, sir.
They can ask you, why not go for a PhD as against the master's degree you are going for? And a PhD in this field will grant you full funding. Yes. So why have you chosen to go for your MSc? Thank you, Zuchuku, for bringing this to my remembrance. Thank you very much. We move from Azan to Sobanjo Ayomide. We are moving from Ayomikun to Ayomide. Ayomikun, you wanted to say something?
Sorry, sir. Sir, concerning what you just said, that, okay, why am I not going for a PhD instead of MSc? What do you think is like the right answer or right on yours? Yes, to that, sir.
Okay, I know you are trying to turn the tables around me. I've seen you coming, so you can't hide from me. You can't be a masquerade to me. I understand the voice and the logic. And the answer I personally will give to such is, with a master's degree, this will give me more access to laboratory and the ability to study more into the details and the nitty-gritty of my discipline. A PhD is strictly research, and so far I am still working in my area of discipline. The advanced level of operation in which I'll be engaging in at the PhD level, I don't want to jump the gun. I need to know more about my core discipline before I move to the advanced stage. I am at an intermediate level, which gives me the opportunity to study more. So going through this process will better prepare me for a PhD. However, upon successful completion of this, when I return to my country, I'm intending to discuss further with my employer on ways in which I can have my PhD. upon successful completion of my master's degree. And with that, I believe I will be able to successfully have my way. Something like that.
Okay.
Or did I not see you coming?
You did, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I'll be calling on Ayomide Sobanjo. Ayomide Sobanjo.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. What up? We are here again. It is you again. It is you again. You remember? Yes or yes? I say it is you again.
Yes, sir.
Is this your first time of meeting me?
Yes, sir.
This is your first time?
Yes, sir.
Me, I've seen you before. But don't worry. It's on another level. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. So tell your people your profile. Is this your first time at the embassy? What school are you going to? What's your course of attendance?
This is my first time. I'm going to the George Washington University for my master's degree in accounting. And sir, come again the question.
Just no. My fear don't they catch you. Hey, God Almighty. I am your brother. Don't be scared. On that day, you will see a whole lot of people that are there. A whole lot of people, and the way they ask them questions and the way they respond, you will hear. If any candidate is not able to respond well, they are not likely to approve. So please, when they ask you all the questions, try as much as possible to listen with rapt attention and give precise answers. Now I am asking you, is this your first time at the embassy? What course are you going for? What is your course of attendance? And what is the name of your university? 4 questions in a row.
This is my first time at the embassy, and I'm going to the George Washington University for my master's degree in accounting. My cost of attendance is $49,950.
Do you have any funding?
Yes, I received a GW student fellowship of 35%, which covered 5% of my tuition, and the rest to be covered by my lovely dad.
Are you ready for this interview?
Yes, sir.
Please focus on your camera and not your screen. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, documents, please.
Yeah, dear.
I can see you are able to get a 35% funding. How are you able to come about that?
Yeah, I was asked to do a credential evaluation, which was one of the requirements set by my school, and I did, and I had a CPA of 2.89, which was graded B. So I feel with the grade, I was able to qualify for the funding.
You feel? Why not affirmatively say that, okay, because of your educational background, because of your exceptional performance, you had a grade of so, that merits you, that qualifies you for this. Can you try and rephrase your words?
Yes, sir. I was asked to do a credential evaluation, which I did, and I had a CPA of 2.89, which was graded B. And because of my performance, I was given a GW fellowship of 5%.
What do you know about your school?
The George Washington University is one of the most prestigious universities, and it is ranked 67 out of 439 national university. And it's also one of the major research universities, which is located in the heart of Washington, D.C. And the school offers a tremendous wide range of courses and degree. And most importantly, they offer most majorly accounting students the opportunity to partake in a CPA examination, which gives us leverage to be licensed accountants.
What do you know about the cultural differences in the United States of America?
The United States of America has different cultural differences, and I feel I know I have no issue with cultural difference because it's the same way.
Ayomide, calm down. This is your brother. Look at this. Sanjo, you want to say something? Sanjo Ibitunde, you want to say something? Now, calm down. I'm your brother. Even though you will never always see me coming. Mo mọ̀ pé mo yọ sí ẹ lójijì láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. So please don't be perturbed, don't be worried. Solomon Chooks, you want to say something? Solomon Chooks, you want to say something? Please, henceforth, if you don't have anything to say, don't make the mistake of raising up your hand. Don't come here to distract. Please, I am begging each and every one of us. Don't come here. If you cannot handle your devices, throw it away, please. So, Ayomide,
Yes, sir.
just relax. This is your brother, okay? Calm down. Calm down. Don't be tensed. You can do this. What did I say? You can do this.
Yes.
Let me use this opportunity to welcome my brother from another mother, a fellow admin and moderator. Easy, Benny, easy, Benny. You are most welcome. How are your side? Good to see you, man. And not forgetting my personal person, Alexos is in the building. Alexos is in the building. You are most welcome, my people. I appreciate your coming. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Thank you for coming. So, Ayomikun.
Yes, sir.
Relax. What did I say?
I should relax.
Good. You can make this happen. Tell me about your school. I take that question again.
The George Washington University is one of the most prestigious university, and it is ranked 67 out of 439 national university, and it is one of the major research university located in the heart of Washington DC, and it offers a tremendous range of wide courses, and also most importantly, the school offers the opportunity to partake in CPA examinations as an accountant, which give us the leverage to be a licensed accountant.
What would this course do for you?
This course will significantly enhance skills and knowledge, which is essential for my career advancement, and it qualifies me for a higher role of a managing director with a deep understanding, with a deep knowledge and understanding of universal language of business.
Tell me about your educational background.
I had my BSc in accounting at Kwara State University, Malete, in the year 2022.
Don't you think it would be more preferred having this course of study, further studies in Nigeria, where you can become a chartered accountant and relate and bond well with your people? Don't you think instead of spending this huge amount of money in the United States, it would be better and great investment in the Nigerian economic system? Did you hear my question?
Yes, I did.
How do you plan to manage your time effectively in the United States academic environment?
With the use of Google Drive calendar and with the
Google Drive?
With the use of Google Calendar, and also the school library, I am also my academic calendar. I believe I'll be able to utilize my time effectively and also perform extremely well to have a good grade.
Do you have any publications so far?
No, sir.
Are you in contact communication with any of your professors?
Yes. Professor Anita Park.
Tell me about the city you are going into. I'll be approving your visa. It will take 4 to 5 working days before it's ready. I wish you all the best in the United States of America. Do you have a date, Ademola?
Not yet, sir.
Please, you have done justice by putting all this effort. All right. Please, please, please. You need to understand how these things operate. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand how these things operate. You cannot. Solomon Chooks, you opened your camera, I moved you out. You raised up your hands, I called you, you are not saying anything. Stop this distraction, or else I'll permanently block you. Do you have anything to say now, or you remain silent forever? Solomon Chooks, speak now, or remain silent forever.
I have something to say, sir. I have something to say, sir. I just wanted to set my things up. I didn't know how to. I'm just trying to set those things. It's not that I was intentionally doing it, sir.
Now you raise up your hand. What do you want to tell us? Do you have an information for us?
Yeah. Yes, I just wanted to ask a question because I'm having a kind of issues. So that is why I'm kind of trying
What
to,
is
and I
the
want to
question,
join
Solomon?
on the more.
What is your question, Solomon?
Okay, sir. Sir, I applied for an emergency, but they have not sent me a message since last week Friday. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a brain taxing question. If you are not able to answer, please don't ask such a question when we are doing interview. Ask this kind of question on the group. Between Friday and today, that's how many working days? Between Friday and today, this moment in Nigeria, that is how many days of working? How many working days has that been?
It should be like
I know you don't know the answer, so it's 0. From Friday to today is 0 working days. They don't expect an answer on Saturday, neither should you expect an answer on Sunday. Do you go to your office despite the huge amount of money they are paying? Do you go there on Sunday morning?
No, sir.
Do you go there Saturday night?
No, sir.
So please, don't expect an answer. They have so many people on the queue. And as a result of that, you should always calm down. You just applied on Friday. Don't expect an answer like a magic on Sunday morning. It is not possible. Thank you. You can drop your hand.
Yeah, but I want to join on I want to join on this thing.
You can't join on this thing. Thank you very much. Benny, over to you.
Okay, Benny.
Good evening, sir.
The evening is good, my brother.
Okay. Ayomide, good evening. Okay, sorry. I wanted to ask you a question. Please, what's your highest qualification?
BS in accounting.
Please respond like an interview, like you are still in the interview. What's your highest qualification?
Bachelor degree in accounting.
Okay, so you want me to ask you again now? What school?
Okay, bachelor degree in accounting at Kwara State University, Malete, Kwara State.
Okay, that's all. Okay, see why I asked you this question now was because when the VO asked you initially, you stated the school, the year, without talking about the discipline. So I believe why questions like this come up is to make sure that the visa officer wants to be sure that you're actually going for the program that aligns with your undergraduate degree. I don't know if you understand. So please do not leave any stone unturned when answering the visa officer's question. Make sure that everything you need, every information you need to give about undergraduates, you provide it as clear as possible. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. And additionally, you were sounding a bit unsure of your responses. I think I already got the answer from the end when you said it's your first time. You don't have a date yet. But please, you need more practices to keep yourself abreast of the possible questions that will come up during your interview and how best to answer them seamlessly. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. Ademola.
Yes, sir.
In Nigeria, as of today, you can't head a company with your BSc. It is very, almost, whether, let me not say very or practically impossible. It is very difficult. You can't graduate 2020 and just go for masters 2 years and come back and say you want to become the managing director. It is not possible. You know that. Have you ever heard of Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria?
Yes, sir.
ICANN.
Yes, sir.
Are you a certified member?
No, sir. I'm actually a student at A8 level.
Good. Do you know that those that did not even go to Polytechnic can become a chartered accountant?
Yes, sir.
Now, assuming somebody that just graduated from secondary school and is now a chartered accountant, and you are having a master's degree, whom do you think they will rate more? Be the judge. Be truthful. Be honest with yourself. Fine, you have an international quality of education. You have traveled to America. You are here now. But mind you, they will tell you, that American where you go, we cannot verify your certificate. But that ICANN, na Nigeria will tell right hand. They can swindle you. They can twist your head. How do you want to respond to that? I know you are not yet fully prepared, but we are in the process of making sure that you are ready for this. Please. Then when the visa officer keeps quiet, he wants you to say more, he wants you to be more elaborate. You are not taking advantage of those windows of opportunity. Abioye, thank you very much for your instruction, advice, and support. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Izuchukwu is just coming up and we are trying to put him on the line. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. So, Ademola,
yes, sir.
Ayomide, you need to understand that you are trying your best. But your best for now is not sufficient to let you get to the gate of the embassy. So you need to put in more work. You have a transcript, don't you? Go through your transcript, analyze it. If they ask you this question, are you sure the visa officer will believe you? Put yourself in the front of your mirror. Let that one in the mirror be the visa officer. You be yourself. Do you think if that one asks you a question, you'll be able to answer? And do you think that answer you are giving will be genuine enough? Would they be able to accept that answer? Would that answer be tenable? Now, they ask you about your school. All the people have been asking today, nobody has said the mascot of my school is this. Just like when they ask you what's the national anthem in Nigeria, they are saying, "Arise, O compatriots." Are you right or wrong? I'm having a chat with you, my brother. You are not responding.
Yes,
you
sir.
should be here. Well, because of our time, I would like to approve your visa and call upon the next person. Please feel free to reach out to any of the admins on the group for any further support or assistance.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Awoshika Dennis, you are up next.
Evening, sir.
The evening is very good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Are you ready, or do you need a form of introduction, soft landing, so that you won't see me coming, or you want to see me coming?
Anyway, you think is the best, sir?
Anyway, I think is the best.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Alexis, are you on the road? How is my princess doing? Good morning, documents, please.
Yeah, my documents, sir. Good morning, sir.
Why have you decided to go for further studies at this time?
I've decided to go for further studies at this time because it's germane to my personal development and my academic pursuits. As the course we grant me skills, professional skills that will make me take up a position in that company as a project manager. So during this course, it give me the ability to attend to duties and roles such as customer satisfaction, communication with stakeholders, and at the same time, after doing all this, I'll be able to project the company's interest to international level because the company is currently in a local level. And I'll be doing this by targeting African countries which
Are
have.
you married?
I'm married, sir. I'm married to my lovely wife, Awashika Kendi Deborah. We should be going on May on this trip for a period of 2 weeks, after which she will be returning to her work to resume her duties.
How many children have you?
I don't have any children yet, sir.
I or we don't have kids for now.
We don't have kids for now, sir.
Tell me about your educational background.
I graduated from the Federal Polytechnic of Ado-Ekiti in the year 2016 from the Department of Electrical Electronics Engineering. I was one of the first 5 students in the department that graduated with the best results. After which I furthered my education in the Department of Computer Engineering, Federal University of Technology, Akure Futa, in the year 2016. I graduated in the year 2021, October precisely, and I went for my National Youth Service Corps program in the year 2022, that's 2nd of February. During the course of my National Youth Service Commission program, I was offered a graduate student assistant job in the Federal University of Technology. My job as a graduate student assistant is to ensure that the laboratory are set for practicals because I'll be in charge of the teaching of the students, and to ensure that the simulations that they need to be that's needed to be done are in place. I also did some projects as a research. I co-authored a publication on comparative analysis of smart rating to measure electrical energy, which was supervised by my then supervisor when I was an undergraduate in respect of Professor Dawusi Folashade. After the NYC program, I was offered a job in that company.
What is your cost of attendance?
My cost of attendance is $42,075.
Do you have any scholarship?
I was awarded an Upward scholarship, an Upward Initiative scholarship, which covers $25,000, which leaves me with a deficit of $17,025. My dad, Engineer Oshika, will be covering my deficit. Is the CEO of Dennis Forward Tech, and the company has an annual income of 95 million. The staff strength is 10 to 15. And personally, myself, I've saved up a sum of 7.4 million naira from my job when I was a graduate assistant in the Federal University of Technology, and my current job in my dad's company. I've saved a sum of 7.4 million naira totally in order to cover for my import expenses.
How do you plan to integrate yourself into the cultural diversity in the United States of America?
I plan to do that by adapting to the food. For instance, the food I need to survive in the United States of America, they are actually here in Nigeria, and they're also available in the United States. There are some African stores in the United States that supplies those foods and foods that I need to survive. And besides, once I have the rice, beans, vegetable, meat that I need to survive, the basic food I need to survive, I'm okay. And about the weather, I've made adequate preparation for warm clothing, and I've been in constant communication with the international office to ensure that the room allocated with me is equipped with proprietary facilities. And also about the language, our official language here in Nigeria is English, and from elementary school, I'm being taught in English. My transcript is in English, so I have no issue with the language. And about the gender issue, I'm straight. I have no bias with any gender. I have no issues with them.
Are you aware of your university's research in your area of discipline, and are you in communication with any of your professors?
Yes, I'm aware of the research, especially the one with Professor Jacques Halezis. I've been in touch with Professor Jacques Halezis because I was drawn to Northeastern University, Brass Institute, because of its particular research, which is uh, uh, the impact of global economy on organizational sustainability. That's one of its publications, and this talks richly about organization, the improvement, the performance of the organization, and also Professor Apachano. Professor Apachano talks about risk management, the tools involved, the techniques, and the critical techniques needed for it. And also Lilo Atali which implement the diversity of design thinking with agile management thinking.
Can you differentiate for me what differences we have between a tourist visa and a student visa?
A student visa is a non-immigrant visa, so also is a tourist visa.
Tell me the difference, not
okay.
the relationship, not the
Yes,
common goals, the difference.
The student visa is a non-migrant visa. The tourist visa, which lasts for a period of your program duration, while a tourist visa lasts for a period of months or weeks, depending on what you claim to want to do in the United States.
Do you have a job lined up after your graduation?
After my graduation, I'll be returning to my home country after acquiring the professional skills I need. I'll be returning to my home country to assume a position as the first project manager in the history of the company, and I'll be attending to the role of making sure there's customer satisfaction, there's communication between the technical members and the other teams, and also make sure that I analyze and mitigate risk to ensure there is reduction in cost and wastage. And I also project the company. I'm working on a project after the program. I'll be working on a project to ensure that I project the company from the local level to an international level, thereby targeting African countries that have limited resources to access technology. Thereby, I'll be targeting them as a marketplace in order for me to gain access to them. Thereby, this will project the company to an international level. And also, after returning to my home country, I'll be collaborating with some company to ensure that we distribute technology material to rural areas in Nigeria, as this will strengthen Nigeria technological aspects and sector.
Where are you going in the United States of America?
I'm going to city of Portland, Ross Institute. Portland has the highest port of Maine, and it has a total population of 60,408. It has 85% of white, 8.5% of black, 6.5% of other races. And they have a low temperature.
Do you have any family in the United States?
I'll be the first person to travel to the United States with my family. All my nuclear family, all of them, my parents, my grandparents, my brother, my siblings, they're all here in Nigeria. But I'll be going with my wife to the United States for the first time.
I'll be approving your visa. Do you have any question for me?
No, sir.
Benny, your question. This guy just he be like say don't steal my script. Benny,
No,
you
sir.
have a question for Dennis?
Dennis, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Did you say your wife is going with you?
Yes, sir.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, sir.
Why is she not here? Have they come now? Why is she not here?
She's here.
Okay, can I talk to her?
Yes. Hello, Kenny.
Please activate your camera. Kenny. Kendi,
hello.
Please activate your camera.
She's there, sir.
Like, is she on the meeting or she's there with you?
She's on the meeting. She's not here with me, but she's on the meeting.
Okay, let me see her now.
Okay.
Kendi, please activate your camera and
Hello.
unmute yourself.
Please come online. They are calling you online, please. Okay.
Benny, we might have to continue without her.
Okay.
All right, no problem, no problem. I just wanted to know how much is a deficit? Like, how much are you paying for her?
We've saved up a sum of 2 million naira to cover April 2
on the
years.
20, what is a living expenses? Like, how much is it?
$2,000. They've not gotten to that stage.
I've not gotten to that stage yet.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to know why you spent such an amount for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because you see, when we are giving this number, we need to make it look real. You will
Yes,
not be spending, you will not be spending 2 million naira, 4 million naira for a trip of 2 weeks. So please, you might likely want to increase it to maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks,
Can
based
I?
on,
I would even prefer anything around 8 weeks. That's 2 months.
yes,
Let us say 2 months is better.
because it looks it you saying 2 weeks now, it makes it look so unreal that like an lie. You know, if you have,
Completely.
when I heard it, I was just like, no, it cannot be. So please, you guys should go back and rewrite that story. 2 weeks, just take that to 2 weeks. The minimum you can just say is 4 weeks.
Okay,
Let's say
sir.
just say 5 or 6 weeks. But the least you can just go is 4 weeks, please. Additionally, I think there's something I jotted here. You said in your department you were the first five. You were among the first five. Please replace it with the top 5%. Like you graduated among the top 5%
God.
of your cohort, or as the case may be. You
Okay,
understand?
sir.
Aside that, I think some of the majority of the questions you were able to answer them, and but then you still
He
need to
stole my
build a
script.
confidence.
He stole my
You still need
script. I will deal with
to-
him.
it's obvious. So you still need to build your confidence level. That's going to help you a whole lot. Please,
Okay,
all the
sir.
best, man. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Do we have any questions, comments, observations for Dennis, please? Anybody? Any question, comments, observations, please? Yeah, I also noticed that your comment, you have lengthy story. Please, always, I love the way you presented that of your financial support, your sponsor is very okay, very, very okay. Please, for every other one, ensure that cogent, important facts are brought forward. Other stories can follow. Just
Okay,
in
sir.
case, I played 3 games or 3 mind games on you. I was able to keep quiet to utilize that opportunity. I was able to ask you some questions and you brought in your facts first. And the extended time I gave you, you are able to fill in with all the fillers prepared. That is a thumbs up for you. You need to also go and work on your confidence level. Your stuttering, I am not satisfied with it.
Okay, sir.
You should be confident. Is when you stutter, it shows that you are not confident enough. You are either fidgeting or being afraid or something. You should be able to know that yes, you are a man and you can do this.
Okay,
Do you
sir.
have any question for me?
No, sir.
I'll be approving your visa. You should be ready in 4 to 5 working days.
Thank you,
I
sir.
wish you all the best as you proceed to United States of America.
Thank you, sir.
And please, there's a suggestion that we should be dressing formal to all our subsequent interviews. Let us start from our next meeting. I don't know when our next meeting is going to come up, but I believe some of us that cannot handle how to connect on Google Meet. How do you want to connect when you get to America? Somebody that cannot open CGI Portal. Please, I think it's time to start training ourselves on these things. As a man, as a young man, as an old man, please come with your tie. That is the yardstick henceforth. Please, I need to see your tie. You can see Azan Ayomikun's picture here. You might not put on the jacket, please, but the tie must be there. Not the tie very well. Let me see the ladies. Pack your hair neatly. Present yourself very well. Appearance shows the manner. If you are doing makeup, we don't want heavy makeup. Come show yourself modest. Thank you very much. I'll be calling on Maven Lazarus. You are welcome, Dennis.
So,
Maven's Dennis, number 6.
Good evening.
You are not seated properly. Please, we need you to be seated properly. The camera needs to be positioned right in front of your face. You need to be presentable.
Good evening.
The camera should be looking at you, not that the camera is looking at the ceiling. We should be able to look at you straight. Let the camera be raised up. Raise up the phone. If you are using the phone, raise it up. Let it stand in front of you. Then you look at the camera, not the screen.
Okay.
Is it your first time here?
No, but this is my first time getting interviewed.
With me?
Yes.
And you've heard about me before?
Yes, from my uncle, yes.
What did your uncle tell you about me?
He just said that you really help people out with their visa interview
I really
sections.
help people. Who are the
Yeah.
people? How many people did you know I've helped?
He he just told me that he has a couple of friends that he helped with their visa interview sections.
Okay, and where are those friends now?
Some of them were able to get their visas and they are not.
Some are still in the process.
Yes.
Your confidence level so far is rated 45%. I just tested you. After telling you severally, look at the camera, you are still trying. If now woman, they interview you, is this how you'll be taking your eyes off the camera?
No.
You hear woman now, they laugh. Mavins.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself, your school, your cost of funding, the name of your school.
Okay, the name of my school is Moro College, and the cost of my funding is about 27,558.
Why are you ready for this meeting? Do you have a date yet?
Yes, I have a date, 22nd July.
That's roughly a month and 18 days from now.
Yes.
Good morning, documents, please.
Good morning. Here are my documents.
Why are you here?
I'm here to be interviewed. I'm here for my F1 visa interview to be able to, which will grant me access to the United States to get my master's degree in public health.
Why have you chosen public health?
I've chosen public health because I feel sicknesses are not meant to be treated, but there are measures that we can take to prevent sicknesses and to make research on diseases and various diseases that are well not known.
Lazarus.
Yes.
Look at the camera. Look at me very well.
I am.
Look at me very. Calm down. Don't be on the self-defense level.
Okay.
Look at me very well. Most of my questions are from my head. So if you are asking me, or if I'm going to ask you the same question like 3 different times, you are most likely going to hear 3 different things from me.
Okay.
So when I ask you a question, answer to the best of your capability. Don't take your eyes off the camera. Listen with rapt attention. Look at the camera so that on that day, you'll be looking at the person, the visa officers face to face. Not that you'll be looking elsewhere. Not that the visa officer will be looking at you, you'll be looking at your shiny shoe. No.
Okay.
You can look eyeball to eyeball. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say raise up that phone so that you can look straight into the camera of your phone.
Okay.
Why do you want to study in the United States of America?
I want to study in the United States because to gain another experience. Throughout my life, I've been in Nigeria.
Permit me to cut you short for the last time, because when I'm going to rate you, I'm going to rate you very, very strict. Now,
Okay.
you have an inside information about this person you are talking to. You've gone to do background check and the likes. All this you are saying, they are giving you negative marks. And the main question, you are not even answering 10 over 10. So if you are getting so many negative marks and you are not even scoring up to average on each question, how do you intend to pass? Are you ready for this interview?
Yes, I am.
Good morning, documents, please.
Good morning. Here are my documents.
Why have you decided to go for further studies at the United States of America?
To gain another experience on my academic background. And also to be able to get an upper hand for becoming the health care manager in my dad's company.
How long do you plan to stay in the United States of America?
18 months.
Tell me about your course of study.
I want to study public health, masters in public health, master of public health, which with a duration of 18 months, and I have a cost of attendance of about $27,554. This course will help me to pursue the role of the healthcare management manager in my dad's company.
How do you plan to adapt to and adjust to the United States cultural differences?
I am open to various cultural backgrounds or anything whatsoever. I would try as much as possible to be able to adjust to the various cultural differences.
From your history, I can see you never been opportune to be in the United States of America. How do you plan to cope with the weather condition?
I have made arrangements for clothing, jackets, sweaters, gloves, socks, boots, and where I'll be staying on campus in my school, I've made arrangements for heaters. For heaters, yes.
Tell me about your school.
Okay, Monroe College was founded in 1933. It was founded by the 5th president of the United States, James Monroe. And Monroe College is one of the most sought after universities in New York and America as a whole. And it's various cultural differences with so many international students wanting to study at Monroe College.
How will you fund your studies?
I'll be getting funding from my dad. My dad is the managing director of UMEC Energy Concept Limited with an annual income of about 180 million naira. He will be funding my studies.
Do you have any family in the United States of America?
No, I don't have any family in the United States.
Tell me, what do you know about your local community and resources available to international students in your school?
Sorry. I have spoken to some international students in Monroe College, basically from various countries, from few countries like India, and from what I've heard so far from the international meetings that we've had, they all the environment of the school, and it's really they are really adapting well because it's easily adaptable to various students, especially international students.
Can you describe your academic background and how it has prepared you for this journey?
I graduated from the Babcock University in 2022 with a bachelor's degree in anatomy. I graduated from 2022, and I also went for my NYSC, my National Youth Service Program, the same 2022 November, which I was posted to the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, which I worked as a personal assistant to a doctor in family medicine. My experience in the hospital has made me to develop a high tendency to go into research,
One
especially
last
health.
question before I make my decision. Just in case your sponsor decides to withdraw the sponsorship, what happens to this academic dream of yours?
Okay. Besides my sponsor, besides my father sponsoring me, I also own a business. I'm a distributor of Colgate and Kellogg's products. So if my sponsor decides to withdraw from it, I would have to fall back to the profits I've made from my business to be able to carry out.
How old is your business?
My business is 2 years.
What's your annual turnover?
I earn about 20 to 25 million per year.
Do you know that it is impossible for you to find an average of your earnings within 2 years in business? And with the economy of a country like Nigeria, where Unilever, Lever Brothers are leaving the country, you cannot predict what is going to happen next. I'll be approving your visas. However, I'll be holding on to your passport, have your I-20. Easy. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Marvin, good evening.
Good evening.
About sincerely speaking, I would be frank with you. I'm not impressed. You finished from Babcock, right?
Yes.
You're not showing it, bro. You are not showing it. You're still tensed. I don't know where the fear is coming from. You have so many filler words. And before you started, I didn't hear you say you stutter or your camera. Did you?
Sorry, come again.
I said before you started your interview, I didn't hear you say you stutter or you stammer. Or did you say it?
No.
So where are those filler words coming from? They are just too much, too much. Please, you need to work on them. Also, the question of what if your sponsor decides not to? What was the response there? Let's take it again.
My response was to fall back to my business. What I do.
Why will your sponsor now? Is he not your father?
He's my father.
Why will he now come halfway and say he's not sponsoring you again? What could be that reason? That was where the video caught you from. That was where he caught you from. Very easy to catch.
Why are you telling my secret now? Why are you revealing my secret? They can never see me coming. They can never see.
You should never agree that you went to Babcock, your dad sponsored you throughout. In fact, you could even say there's no way your dad would now back off halfway. But why? Because he has sponsored one of your siblings in Europe. Just mention one school there and just tie it up very well. That your dad will not go back to his words because you are his child. It is his obligation to sponsor your academics. I don't know if that makes any sense to you.
Yes, it does.
So going for please don't even agree that your dad would back off. He would not back off. Additionally, how many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 2 universities: California State University and Monroe College.
You should apply to 3 or 2.
2.
Okay, why Monroe? Why no California State?
I chose Monroe because of the various of their public health system, their learning system, and the easy adaptability to for international students.
What do you know about their learning system? What do you know about their learning system?
I know that their learning system is very good from the few research I've done.
So, are you your program, is it a course based or thesis based?
It's you have to it's both. It's both. You have to choose on getting to the campus.
Okay. I think you still have work. Do you have a date yet?
Yes, I do. 22nd July.
Okay. Why? Because definitely, you see, let me be frank with you. You see this question, why Monroe? Go and expect it. Just be expecting it. So go and work towards it. Okay. On the day of your interview, get ready to answer why Monroe. Why this program or why Monroe? You must answer it. If you answer it, come back and tell us if it came out or not, please. And I believe there is a reason why there should be a gap you have seen in your current place of work or in Nigeria or in your field that you intend to come back and fill in. True or false?
True.
So why not tie that gap to why you chose that school, that particular school? There's a current research going on XYZ axis under the mentorship or the guidance of Dr. or Professor or this, which aligns with we will be carrying out research on it makes more sense than telling me that have you been to the school before? You know the school, you've not gone to the school before. You don't know that system, you don't know that curriculum yet. So how do you know that it is good or best? So I think you should still go back to your drawing board, do your job very well, understand why you are going to that school. Because see, that question, why this school, you must answer. I'm telling you, you must answer it. It will come outside. They must ask you why this school, and you should not give a generic responses. I think you are giving a generic response of why that school. Please avoid generic. Make it, personalize it. Make it your own personal decision that this is why I chose this school. Amongst all the reason you understand. So
Yes.
please, all the best. Yeah, all the best.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Prince, Oshogun.
Thank you, my brother. What's your last name?
Is he here natural? Maybe here natural.
Good. You know, me, I know if they call Eda's name just like that. I don't want break cola. So if I call you, maybe if I call you Lazarus, I'm free. Now, your sister is here helping you out. You understand? And I know as you are, you don't have a transcript. Okay?
Yeah.
Please. What is it? Do you belong to any of our groups?
Yes, I do.
You must have seen them post all those embassy interactions and things like that on the group. Haven't you been seeing that?
I have.
So copy one. You have a laptop, I believe.
Yes.
Good. Copy one of those things.
Yeah.
One of those interactions. Copy them. When you copy them, try to modify it. Wherever they choose George Washington University or Western Illinois University, change it to your own school. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Change it to your own school. Wherever they say mechanical engineering, change it to public health. Now, see how that aligns. Then all these questions I'm asking you, see how you can impute your answer. You have more than a whole month to do this.
Okay.
And how much is your MRV? You paid for MRV, didn't you?
Yes.
How much did you pay? $250. Convert that to Nigeria. Speak the language where everybody understand. How much is $250?
$250 is about 375,000.
A service fee is also how much?
Service fee is 400
Naira. Abi?
dollars.
So 250 plus 400. That's a 650, right?
Yes.
Visa booking appointment. How much is that?
Visa booking appointments is 150 and 200.
177,500 naira. So in total, you have spent almost 1 million naira. Lazarus.
Yes.
Mavins. Me, I like goat meat too. You must have been hearing from me. I like goat meat. If you are not ready to embark on this journey, this money, let us go and use it to buy goat. Buy some, buy some of our own. Don't worry about firewood day for free. We go enter bush, we go see firewood. If you enter some say pack sawdust, we go use sawdust do the thing. Don't worry about the oil we go use. Don't worry. We go find coconut. We go extract the water, do the needful. Pepper cost, but we go see that money go reach. It is not good for you to spend this huge amount of money and your mental capacity cannot just be wasted like that. No, you need to be well prepared for this journey.
Okay.
You cannot be living in Nigeria and think you are able to fulfill your dream. You are able to live your dream and actualize them. If you need the best of education, you need uninterrupted power supply. For you to do medicine successfully, for you to do any of these medical sciences, you need a good laboratory. We don't have all these resources in Nigeria for now. And all those people that are supposed to help us, they are just busy changing national anthem. Probably tomorrow now, they say we are changing from left-hand driving to right-hand driving. We don't have focused leaders. So please try as much as possible. Tell your brother this is what I personally have said, that you need extra work. You are not prepared at all.
Okay.
Your brother wants to obey you. Chibuike.
Good evening.
The evening is good.
He's my
If you're in
cousin. No,
Nigeria.
he's my cousin. He's my cousin.
That one no concern me.
So
It's your cousin. Now lie, they lie.
I no, you're not lying. No, you're just saying the facts. I'm glad he has been interviewed today, because I've been telling him that he needs to be very serious. And I think after this meeting, I will try and reach out to his dad, because they are not giving him time to focus on his career. He's doing so much work, which I'm uncomfortable with. So after this night, he will take the bull by the horn, and I believe it'll be better next time he comes for the interview.
My brother, it is my pleasure to let you know that no matter how much money our parents have, if we have a dream and they don't allow us to pursue that dream, it's out of it. Now, please try as much as possible. Let the father know that it is because Lazarus' grandfather is able to believe in the father. That is why the father is able to stand on his feet. Now we need him to believe in Lazarus so that Lazarus can stand on his feet. It is not enough to have a fine-looking young man not being able to achieve his dreams and aims in life. Please, there are so many things I can't say here because this program is going to be live online, and it is strictly for educational purposes, and we are not attacking families. Please note that we are not attacking families, and I need each and every one of us to understand that we need to get the best out of ourselves, and to be able to achieve this, we need to put our heads together and iron out things. Any area, any gray area must be well taken care of. Lazarus, you have work to do. Please don't move near the embassy gate with this level of preparation. If you are not prepared, please don't move near the embassy with this level of preparation. It is very, very destructive. It will weigh you down morally upon coming out. There's no two way about it unless you are prepared. Please, you can ask those that have gone, those with full funding. I don't want to say much about that. I wish you all the best in your preparation, please.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. I'll be calling upon our next candidate for tonight. You already know yourself, so just put up your camera and unmute yourself. Abiodun Christie. Linda Egubine should be on standby. Abiodun Christie, we are waiting for you.
Hi, good
Linda
evening.
Egubine, we are to be on standby.
Hi, good evening.
The evening is good. You are looking at your screen. You are supposed to be looking at your camera. Please. I'm not saying you should raise up the phone. Look at your camera and not your screen. That is what I'm saying. Don't bring it down. Raise it up. Thank you very much. I know it is difficult for you to be looking at your camera. I know. So, but you have to look at your camera and know that, yes, this is not your first time of coming to this meeting. You have listened to so many mock sessions, and I would like to ask, did you gain anything in the last interview?
Yes, sir. I gained a lot.
Are you using earpiece? We are struggling to hear you.
Of my fan. I think that's what's taking my audio away.
All right, thank you very much.
So I gained a lot from the discussions on the LGBTQ and other preparations as regards funding and study plans. All of these things I put into considerations after
Do
the
you have a
meeting.
date for your interview at the
Yes,
embassy?
yes.
Are you ready for this meeting tonight?
I'm not fully ready, but I just want to have a feel of it.
What dates do you have?
July 11th.
That's fantastic. And you are not fully ready. uh, should I deal with you or I should be lenient with you?
Please deal with me. So,
Why are you here?
okay. I'm here for my F1 visa interview to enable me for my master's program in the US at Western Illinois University to study biological science.
Tell us about your educational background.
Okay. I studied biochemistry from Fosgiwa Polytechnic, Ondo State, and I graduated in 2015. And from
Abiodun.
my
Abiodun.
yes, sir.
Ṣé o ti fi ọwọ́ òsì gba ojú ẹ rí?
Yes, sir.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
But you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Imagine, make you talk one thing and make them just use left and slap your face. Make stars come out from your eyes. And we are not talking about domestic violence here. We are just trying to let you know how they feel about you now. I dey expect say all these times I'm giving you to talk. Tell me about your educational background. You went to this school, you graduated. Finish. Is that all? You can't tell us you did NYC. You can't tell us anything you have been doing with your certificate. You can't tell us what you aspire to do. You can't. I'm not smiling with you. Don't bribe me with your smile.
Let me start again. Sorry about
Who says you should? Who says I'll give you another chance? When they say Jesus is coming back, did they tell you say there will be second chance? You never hear quote law. You don't go with that. I won't ask you that question again. Let's start again. Good morning, documents, please.
Okay, good morning, sir. Yeah, my documents.
School are you going to in the United States?
I'm going to Western Illinois University to study my
That's a course. That's the name of the course. Tell me about Western Illinois University, my alma mater.
Okay, Western Illinois University is a public institution in the USA.
Yes.
It is founded in 1890, and it is known for its tourist
Abiodun Agbofala-Nwoke, look at your camera and speak to me. You are talking to me. I'm right here in your presence. Tell me about Western Illinois University. Answer now.
Western Illinois University is a public university in the city of Macomb in USA. It is founded in 1890. It is known for its oldest tourist center, or of its popular museum, and the popular lake, which is in the city of Macomb. And
what is the student to lecturer ratio? Are you in contact with any of your professors?
Yes, I'm in contact with two professors, Professor Richard and Professor Rian. Professor Richard, which is the student advisor, I'm in contact with him, and with Professor Rian. Professor Rian is the professor in the biological science department, and he's having similar research projects with my research interests, and that's one thing that led me to applying to the university.
What is your cost of attendance?
My cost of attendance is 27,300, and will be
any deficit? Scholarship?
Deficit. None.
How do you intend to take care of your sponsor?
Well, I've had 8 years of working experience with profitable earnings, of which I currently earn 1.1 million naira, and I've been saving for the past 8 years towards my master's degree program, of which I already have more than enough of the 27,300 to further my education in
that
the
more
US.
than enough doesn't have a value, doesn't have a figure. I should be using my own medulla oblongata to be calculating how much is in your account. Can I see your bank statement, account statement, please?
Yeah, it is, sir.
There's a huge sum of money that flew in 3 weeks ago. How come is that? How realistic is that? How possible is that? Tell me about that.
Okay, why saving towards my master's program? I've been investing in a lot of businesses, landed properties, and other things. So now that I'm ready to further my education, I had to monetize some of few out of this investments to be in my statement as a preparation for my studies in Western Union University in the
Are you a
USA.
lesbian?
No, I'm not a lesbian, but I'm not against the LGBTQ. I'm straight.
What is
And
LGBTQ?
lesbian, gay, um, um, transgender.
There's no
Uh,
T in that LGBTQ.
there is
But
lesbian,
you are yet to get to the T. So what is
gay,
before the T? You are supposed to tell me.
bisexual. Sorry,
LGBT.
lesbian,
You are
gay,
supposed to mention
bisexual, transgender, queer,
and others. That's
and
what the
others.
plus stands for.
Yes.
You are not looking at your camera, so your eye contact is already less than 50%. Why have you chosen this school?
Well, I've chosen Western Illinois University out of
Look
the
at your camera.
I've
Focus on your
chosen
camera.
Western Illinois University out of the three universities I applied for because of their modern facilities, especially in the laboratory, where I would be learning a lot with professors with professors who is actually having the same research project which aligns with my research interest. And also I um I'm also
Tell me
interested
about the city of Macomb. Which of the hostels will you be staying?
I'll be staying in Kansas City. Kansas City.
Assuming your supervisor is a lesbian, how will you be able to freely relate with her?
Well, in as much as I do not have any issue with uh gender type,
Your
and
supervisor likes you and wants to go into a relationship with you. What is your stand? And she's trying all her best. What will you do? She has offered you a job upon successful completion of your program in United States of America. So your 20 hours of allowance will be taken care of, and you are going to be sure you are going to earn good money being in America after the successful completion of your studies. What is your stand?
well, I would tell her that I'm not a lesbian, I'm straight, and I'll be expecting her to respect that because I'll be respecting her as well. And then if she's persistent about that, I'll have to go to without having
How
any.
do you plan to make? We are struggling to hear you. We can barely hear you anymore. I don't know whether it's your fan again that is causing the loss of voice. How do you intend to maintain ties with your home country where you don't even have anybody in Nigeria? So what evidence have you to prove that you'll be coming back to your home country, Nigeria?
Well, I have all my family members in Nigeria. My lovely mom and dad, my siblings are here in Nigeria, and my beloved fiance, of which we are
I don't believe
working.
you have a fiancé because you never said anything about him all along. I don't believe you have a fiancé.
I have a fiance. I'm just currently engaged because we've been together for the past
We
five
can't hear
years.
you. Chrissy, should we drop your name on the list and continue with the next person?
I can hear you. I think it's
But we are
network.
struggling to hear you. Please, can you hear her clear? Whether it's my ears or I don't know, whether I'm sleeping in the meeting.
Uh-oh.
Others, please, in the meeting, can you hear her clearly?
I can hear you.
I'm not saying you cannot
Yes,
hear me.
yes, I can hear her. I can hear
Good.
her.
Thank you very much. How do you plan to maintain ties to your home country, Nigeria?
Okay, I'll be coming back to my family and to my fiance. We just got engaged 3 months ago, and we are planning towards our marriage. So I'll be coming back to start my family and also to my place of
So
work,
when you
which
are studying in US, you come back and start a family in Nigeria. That's interesting.
upon graduation,
Can you describe your academic background and how it has prepared you for your chosen field of interest?
I studied biochemistry, and in my course of study, I studied cell biology, I studied DNA and genetics, and I carried out a final year project on the effects of chromosomal odorata, that's the scientific name of a siam weed, on the effect of a diabetic um, rats. And upon graduation, I was given a job as a laboratory scientist, of which I worked in a public health hospital, and this had opened my knowledge and practical experience towards understanding the public health crisis. And after that, I've been working in an NGO and other organizations where I visited communities, and I see a lot of
How do you
underserved
intend to cope, because this your financial statement cannot support your education? Your cost of attendance is way higher. You are not factoring in the issue of inflation that is ravaging the world now. This your financial statement is not sufficient to carry on these studies. How do you intend to make it? How do you intend to make it happen?
Well, right now, I currently have over 30,000 USD in place for my tuition fee. And my dad, who is the director of Habe Goods and
So
Services,
that is
also,
the second option.
yes, is a second option if there's any issue, of which I know that what I have already is enough to cover up
My
for
sister,
my tuition.
my sister,
And
my sister. How many times did I call you?
3 times.
Please, you need to get your story straight. Please. You can't have your father as your backup. Why not have your father as your main sponsor and have your own financial account as a second backup, or as a backup, the second option? Let your father be the main sponsor. Now, you have filled your DS-160. What did you put under financials? On your
Self-sponsor.
I-20, what did you put there?
Self-sponsor.
Why not put your dad's account statement there and say family fund or something like that?
Well, at the time I was getting funds, it was a bit tedious, so I had to just get it into my account first and get
So
my
what
I-20.
stops you from using his own account and fill family funds? Now, remember why we are saying this. It is because you will not be able to do more than 20 hours. And education for those that are even full-time students is very challenging. How will you now be working and still be sponsoring yourself? And this is a completely new terrain. Searching for jobs, going for jobs, going to work, coping with assignments. You have so many things to do. How do you intend to harness all those things together? How possible do you think that will be? Are you actually ready for this challenge?
Sir, I did not hear what you said last.
If you are going to be the one sponsoring yourself, you have a lot of challenges ahead of you. Number one, your visa allows you 20 hours of work per week. How do you intend to use that extra hour? And knowing fully well that you have assignments to attend to, you have lectures to attend, you have practicals to do in your laboratory, and probably you have papers to publish. And if you are on a practical-based course, how do you intend to cope and survive? You need to go and look at all these intricacies so that by the time you get to the embassy, they won't catch you unaware. You know, on all angles, you never saw me coming this evening again. Christy, you never saw me coming again this evening. I need you to go back to the drawing board, analyze all the questions I've asked you, go to the YouTube, analyze this program, answer this question one after the other, so that you can skate through the next phase. The hurdle is high and the standards are increasing. Please, we still have goats to buy. Let us go and buy our goats. But however, goat is even sweeter to eat over here than Nigeria, because the heat in Nigeria could cook the goat before you even enter the fire. I'll be approving your visa. Do we have any comments, observations? Yes, I asked you about your school. You never said this is the mascot of the school. You never told me about the student ratio population. You never told me what motivated you. There was no strong point. You are just speaking English, combining all the English language together. To win the heart of your visa officer, you need to be concise and precise. You need to come up with strong evidence. You need to come up with strong points to be able to marshal your point. Marshal your argument. Do we have any comment or observation for her, please? Comments, observations for Christy? In the absence of none, please permit me to call upon the next person. Best Obi has something for you before you go. Christy. Obi, please go ahead.
Good evening once again. Sorry, what I would like to include, you've said virtually everything, but it's also in line with her getting her story right. Because at first, when you were asking her a lot of things, a lot of questions, she never made mention about her having a fiance. Then along the line, she said something like that, which should have even come up when you were asking her about what if she had a boss who was a lesbian coming to her or making advances. You have a fiance,
Bros, why
so
you dey always speak my mind now? Why you dey always speak my mind? No, for real.
sorry. So like you
No,
have a fiance and like that
you
you
can't
why
be
are
proud to
you
mention her.
yeah
Mention
you
his name. I have a
yeah
fiance. This is the status of my own relationship. You can't
yes
come in and change my mind because I'm in America. You want to take
yes, that
advantage of
is
me.
the
That's the
reason. It's the
meaning.
same thing as someone straight coming to you. You just tell the person you're already engaged and you have a fiance back home, so
In
that
fact, you are
should be the
preparing for
reason.
your wedding. Simple.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
um,
TBK, please go ahead. Will be the best. Thank you so much.
Okay. Obi has mentioned a part of what I wanted to say. Okay. The point I want to hit is on she's responding very slow, and it's as if she thinks before she, responds to the questions. I don't think the visa officer will have that time on that day. She really needs to work on her responses. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. So please, Christy, you have
Yes,
work
sir.
on your hands. You have enough work on your hands, and you have enough time to ensure that the work is done. So that go and dot your I's and cross your T's appropriately. Please.
Thank you, sir. Please, can I
Next
ask
on
you a
the line,
question?
please go ahead.
Okay, so now that I've already filled the S160 and the I-20, and I'm the self-sponsor, is there anything that I can do as regards that, or is there anything I can maintain to back it up?
On your
I don't know.
I-20, is your dad retired or is still in active service? Is
He's
your dad
not.
a retiree?
He's
Okay,
not a
you
retiree. He's just.
can be the one to sponsor yourself. You just come in that your fiancé and yourself are put the money together in your own account.
My
So that
account, okay.
yes, so you just say it's appearing in your name, but in real sense, it is the joint effort of you and your fiancé that you done your what's the name? Traditional marriage, and
Okay.
you're looking at not wanting to give back before you complete your education. That's why you are trying to delay the main marriage.
Okay, sir.
Are you buying what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good
Does
point.
it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So please, if you are able to sit down, analyze your situation very well, you are going to come up with something good and reasonable for you to understand that yes, you can make this thing happen.
Okay.
I wish you all the best in your pursuit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Linda, you are
much.
now next.
Good evening, sir.
The evening is good.
This is my first time having the mock interview session with you.
You are welcome. And this is your first time going to the embassy?
No, I've been to the embassy last year, May 8th, in Amsterdam, in Netherlands. For a
So
bit.
what? So what happened at the Netherlands?
Yeah, I was denied a bit to tourist visa.
Why were you denied?
I don't know. I was given the 214B paper.
And you didn't stand your ground and say, how will you deny me even we were far away from Nigeria?
No, sir.
Chukwuamaka, I don't understand the meaning of this. Oh, that means you will not be able to partake, right? All right, no problem. We understand you. Or you cannot hear us. Is that what you are trying to say? Chukwuamaka, you can type in the message box, please. Linda.
Sir?
Why are you here?
I'm here to apply for a non-immigrant F1 visa.
You have applied already. You have applied online and you have gotten approval. That is why you are here. So you are here at the embassy to...
I'm here at the embassy to get interviewed for an F1 non-immigrant visa to grant me access to study for a 2-year master's degree in sustainability studies at the University of Denver, Colorado, which would actually give me invaluable skills to work as an environmental policy analyst upon my return to Nigeria in organizations such as Environmental Rights Actions, Friend of the Environment, and UNICEF Nigeria.
Why have you decided to apply for a B2 previously?
I wanted to visit the US during the summer holiday when I was a student at the Erasmus University Rotterdam, just to get a travel experience to visit my friend in the US.
So prove to me that you cannot have the same course to be studied in Europe. Why have you chosen the United States?
First of all, the United States is a home of many research institutes, and University of Denver is one of those research institutes. And getting a degree from the University of Denver, the United States, including my degree here at Erasmus University, will put me at a better position upon my return to Nigeria to evaluate, implement, and help with policies in environmental issues to include women and children's voice in regards to climate change adaptation and mitigation.
What would this course do for you?
This course would actually give me more knowledgeable skills coming from someone who has lived and grew up in a community that was marginalized in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, to be specific, due to abundance of fossil fuel. It will help me to research on issues pertaining women and emotions in regards to environmental issues. And also it puts me in a better position to analyze policies in in organizations such as Friends of the Environment and Environmental Rights Action, which will actually key informat my previous research.
What's your cost of attendance?
$71,622, sir.
How do you intend to adapt to the cultural differences in United States of America?
I graduated from the International Institute of Social Studies Erasmus, where we had students from 50 different regions. And I was able to adapt to different cultures, especially their food. And I've also traveled to different countries like United Kingdom, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Italy, to be able to learn different cultures. And I believe this would actually help me to adapt easily to United States culture.
Do you have a job lined up after your graduation?
I was able to talk to Dr. Uyi Ojo, who I interviewed during my previous research, and he has actually encouraged me to apply in the organization at Environmental Rights Action Nigeria upon my return after taking keen interest in my research as I focus not just on environmental issues or impacts of extraction of fossil fuel in Nigeria, but I focused on the gender perspective, looking at women's emotion and the impact it has on children.
How do you plan to manage your time effectively in the United States academic curriculum?
With the use of the timetable provided to me through Canvas by my school, I intend to attend classes and also during free time, I intend to make use of the library to learn more and also expand my knowledge on issues concerning sustainability and environmental issues.
Do you have a family in the United States?
No, I'll be the first person to ever visit the United States. We're a family of five, three kids and my parents, and they all live in Nigeria. It's my grandmother who lives with us in Nigeria.
I'll be approving your visa.
Thank you very much, sir.
Have your I-20. I'll be holding on to your international passport. Have your account statement too.
Thank you, sir.
Number one, when I ask you, you can say I didn't ask you who is your sponsor. You don't want to tell me because I asked you indirectly. There's always a way I catch people. I said, what is your cost of attendance? You told me. Now God will go catch you. Now I can make her slow down. Now use that opportunity. We are talking about your finance. So tell me everything about your finance with that window of opportunity. And that window never opened again. So whatever answer that you ought to have given in that place, that means you didn't respond. Are you seeing yourself? Are you seeing the logic they played on you?
Yes, I did.
So now, when they ask you such a question like that, the best you can do is seize all the opportunity, grab all the opportunity to be able to win your points. Use that to be able to win your points. And the more points you have, the better your chance of getting this visa. If you just go ahead, I ask you a question and you are not able to answer, it doesn't show that you are actually prepared for this. Now, who is your sponsor?
I got my father is actually my sponsor, but I got an $18,000 scholarship from the school.
What is your deficit in that wise?
My deficit is $53,000, but I was able to save 50. I was able to
Hold
save
on.
20.
Hold on. Whatever the amount of money you have saved, we are looking at how much you are going there to spend. Do you know what 53,000 US dollars means in Nigerian economy today?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know that 1,000, $1 is over 1,000 naira?
I do.
So you already have an idea of how much you are going to expend. Yes or yes?
Yes.
So how do you want to tell me that you have come this far and you will not be able to defend they don't need so many points against you
Yeah,
at
that's
the
what I was
embassy?
trying to explain.
You wanted to explain. I gave you time. Did you use it? You must have heard about this program before. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Is this your first time of joining us?
No. I joined the last time, but I just spectated.
Now, did you check the other videos on YouTube?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go through them?
Yes.
So, have you not been able to learn one or two things? Your sister that I just finished dealing with, you didn't learn anything from that too?
I did.
Why are you not looking at the camera?
I was trying to explain to you about.
You cannot explain to me because I gave you a window of opportunity that you have just seized. Do you know what it means to go to the embassy and not get your visa?
I do. I've been there before.
Do you know it creates a trauma in your head?
Yes.
Alexios, you are raising up your hand. Do you want to say something?
My boss, good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir. I just want to say this. entered back. I had the call. I saw the way you were just talking to her, and the last thing that made me to raise my hand, I said, "Sha, let me just bring it down because I don't know if I can ask this thing, ma. Madam Linda, are you hearing me, ma?
I can hear you, sir.
Do you have funding?
Yes, I have funding. I have partial
How
funding.
much? How much funding?
$18,000.
How much is your COA?
71,622.
71,000.
Yeah.
I think his network threw him out. He's going to join us, and anytime he joins us, we're going to welcome him. Basically, what he is trying to let us know is, are you listening, Linda?
Yes, I am.
What he is trying to pass across is you cannot afford to waste this offer. What Alexa is trying to tell us, you cannot afford to waste this offer. You don't know whether the offer will be available if you miss this opportunity. And what will happen to your dream? Just like the way I asked Christy. I said, Christy, who is going to be your sponsor? Was it Christy or, yeah, what's the name? What's his name? Lazarus. I said, he said he's going to fall back to his business. Your business that is not up to 2 years. And how much will you have made? In Nigeria, a young man like yourself makes a business of how much? Bring the account statement, let's see. Alexis, are you back?
Yes, I'm back, sir.
Good.
Madam Linda,
Yes, sir.
your deficit is how much?
My deficit is 53,000.
The only thing Mr. Day is trying to make sure that you do is, how do you cover? No, don't say that. You say you want to explain. There is no time to explain your distance to the view. Mr. Day, as you're looking at him there, is your view. Regardless of the time he's giving to talk, the view, no view is going to give you any time. No view is going to give you any time for you to explain your deficit. Just get your deficit, how you're going to settle it very, very well, how you're going to defend it. Now, $50,000 is how much in Nigeria now? As I'm talking to you, if a view asks you how much is 50,000, you know they know the rate currently.
Yes.
Will you be telling the view is like these are the things Mr. Day wants you have at the tip of your finger. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So let me listen to you. How much is $50,000 now in Nigeria?
Around 60 to 70 million, I guess.
70 million. Who is covering your deficit?
My father is covering my deficit, but he's also being supported by my brother who lives in United Kingdom. And I've also worked here in.
As you are talking to me, let me be honest to you. You are opening more avenue and you are shooting your leg, not just you're shooting yourself, not just on one leg, you're shooting yourself on two legs. How did your brother travel to the United Kingdom?
He went there to school.
And he stayed back there. Who sponsored?
My father sponsored him.
Hey, so your father should be your main sponsor because he's capable.
Because
Alexa, bear with me for interjecting you.
No problem, sir. Now, if you are bringing your brother, you're not making them to know that you are going to America to still stay and sponsor also your father, your brother, and you also sponsor the next one that is under you. But forget about who is your brother, whether your brother works with IBM, he works with Hyundai or any other company in UK, how he went to UK. You are the only child of your father. They're not going to do any investigation and be asking. Do you know what is 70 million naira? Who will make 70 million naira in Nigeria now and to use it and train you alone in school? You are doing your master's, Abi?
Yeah.
Is it a 1 year master's or a 2 years?
The 2 years master's.
That is your father is going to pay 140 million naira. Do you calculate that very well?
Yeah, I did.
Now you are telling us that you have Now you're telling us that you have an elder brother that your father sponsored to UK and he stayed back there and maybe he got a good job in the UK and the good job is paying him that he will also contribute. Now, forget about your father, forget about your brother. Stay on your own and your father and your father. You're the only daughter, the only child. Are you getting me, man?
Yes,
Say your now if they ask you what does your father do, what will you tell them? Don't go and be saying any kind of lie of your father is this. The thing that he does it quantify him having more than that amount? If a man spends 70 million naira on you, will he have is he going to have any more gain as in to flex himself, take care of his family or anything?
but
Are you
Alex,
getting me?
yeah, I understand. But on my I-20, there is the DU scholarship is 18,000, and I have a personal fund of $20,000. So, like the
Have you
family,
been working before?
I've been working. I work as a teaching assistant in my school, and here in the Netherlands, we
Madam,
have to work as a freelancer.
you work in here, where are you currently?
I'm in the Netherlands.
You are in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
You are from Netherlands going doing your visa to the US.
yeah, because I studied
How
here.
did you how did you go to Netherlands?
School.
To school. So you don't want to go back to your country, Nigeria, and now reapply to go to US. These are the things that you have to look at. If you are doing something, look at weigh your scale very, very well. If this thing does not go like this, will it go like this? You say you have been in the embassy and you were not given that. You say you have been there before. What happened? Did you let Mr. D know what transpired between you and the video there?
Yeah, I will privately.
What? It's not privately. We learn. Madam, don't do things privately. I may not give you the answer. Mr. Day will not give you the own answer. And also, as you are letting people know about your issue, it's not it. My own case, I was denied. My wife was approved. My wife, I was denied with my 5 months old baby. My story was talk of the town. I did not have not just only Mr. Day. I made Mr. Day my last point. If I attend to other mock sections, I have to groom myself very well before I come to his own because his own he will use big stick on me because he want me to get it. That's how he's doing it for you now. Open up. He did this, he do that. There's nothing like secrecy. We rise by lifting others. If I don't tell you my story, you will know and learn. Any F2 or any F1 will not hear it and learn. If you tell me your story, other people here will still learn it and take corrections. It's not just you on this race, it's us. This is my 2 years plus in this country. I attend mock sections. Not that I don't have anything I'm doing. I'm doing my shopping. But I have to log in. Okay, let me just listen to what my fellow colleagues that who are trying to come in like me. What transpired? Those are the things you have to say, sir. I
I
have been there before. This thing happened, this thing happened, this thing happened. How can I remedy it? Do you understand, man?
Yeah, I do.
Those are the things you have to. Then now what transpired between you and the VO the first time you went?
When did you ask questions? I think I gave monosyllabic answers. So it's just
Which
yes.
question which questions was asked? How
Uh,
did you answer it? Those are the things you have to remember so you can tackle it in the next time, not the way you answered. It's the questions that was asked. Like me, I worked when I was in Nigeria, I worked in Total Energies. I worked as a common staff in the human resource. You work in we know Total Energies. You work in Total Energies, yes. What do you work as? I work as a team lead Total Energies employee relations, Total Energies Nigeria. That was the answer I gave. I was denied. It's not that I was not doing something good or something I mean not we were currently recruiting then, which I was mainly like documenting some people. Those are the things you no. Those are the things you have to let us know. So we know how if we go our own, we know how to do our own. Do you understand, man?
I do.
Forget about, I mean, the way I might be talking to you might be very, you might feel bad on it, but to me, I tell you things out of the way I feel. If you don't want to, yeah, in the Netherlands, yes, maybe you may not need to come to the US, but other people need it. And I want you to leave the Netherlands and come to the place that you want to do your schooling. Now, mind you, you went to Netherlands through what? Student visa, through of us.
True.
Now, in the you told them that after your schooling you'll be coming back, through of us.
True.
So now, why is it that you don't want to go back to
But
Nigeria? You want to come to Netherlands and go to the United States?
because I want to gain more knowledge on environmental issues.
Why didn't you apply to United States before applying to Netherlands when you got Netherlands?
I got a
The
full,
knowledge
I got a fully funded scholarship here in the Netherlands.
now in the Netherlands, don't you know that you can still get another fully funded scholarship than you? You're going to waste money than in the United States. These are the questions you have to tackle. You can get fully funded in Netherlands because one, you have already told the BO that you want fully funded. That was why you took Netherlands. Now, but you have not gotten fully funded in America. You still have 50 something $1,000 to pay as deficit. So now, how do you want to pay? Are you getting me?
Yeah.
When you say you're looking for, you got fully funded admission in the Netherlands, and you're not telling me that your father and your brother will be training you. Why didn't your father and your brother train you when you got in the US, United States, then when you got Netherlands? These are the things you have to tackle. Your own case is a case of relax, have a patience, use cold and ice block and touch your chest and say, let me relax a little bit. It's not something, yeah, a lady, are you by Igbo, South, where are you from?
I'm Delta Igbo.
Yeah, you have to relax. Just relax very, very well. Your case is a case of more tutoring, more rearrangement of your stuff. Because one, you are meant to return back to your country, Nigeria. You are meant to reapply. Now you are telling me I'm the view asking you question. You are not telling me that because you got Netherlands fully funded, that was why you took Netherlands. To yourself, the question you asked, you told me now, the answer you gave me now, are you supposed to give me that answer?
I thought we are discussing as not as the video and me getting
Yes.
involved.
As we are discussing, it's also a discussion of if the view asks this. I get it, man.
Yeah.
Now, if the view asks you, why didn't you choose United States then? And you now tell me as a viewer that because you got Netherlands fully funded. What are you making the video to know?
I don't know.
You're making the view that what you want is not fully funded. That was why you choose Netherlands, Abby.
Yes.
Now, you have not, have you gotten fully funded?
No.
So why going to the United States?
Because it's basically a home of top research institute, and the school I'm going to is one of the RO universities, and they get to offer me double degrees, master in sustainability studies, and a certificate.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you take United States then?
I I did not know about the school then.
But, but you have already told me that you applied to Netherlands and United States, but because of
No, I didn't
the
apply to United States. Instead, I
no
got
man,
fully funded.
Netherlands gave you say because Netherlands gave you fully funded. So
Yeah,
how many schools did you apply to then?
it was just Netherlands I applied to.
Can't
Like,
don't you think that you can see, madam? You need more stuff on this your issue. Are you getting me?
okay,
You need more tutoring, more rearrangement. It's something you have to calm down with Mr. Day, hmm, and say, sir, in Igbo, do you hear Igbo?
yeah, I did.
In Igbo, they say, "Lemu were mehe maserege." In English, it's being said like, see me as I did, take me and do anything you want to do. See me as a burnt sacrifice. sir, this is everything about me. I get
How
me.
can we make it happen?
How can we make it happen? Let's remedy this.
Hold on, Alexis. Hold on, Alexis. Linda.
Sir?
I know your state of mind is on getting it, and you are very optimistic. But you are seemingly in a compromising situation, and I don't want to say confused. But do you know this man here, Alexis? He was exactly in your state. He said, Shebi is my wife, they will approve my wife, they will approve me, and we'll go together. Only for him to get to the embassy, they only approved the wife, they didn't approve the baby.
They, oh my God, they put the how many months? So 5 months. So 5
Linda,
months.
hold on. Alexis, hold on. Linda,
Sir?
you have had let me say, are you in, no, let's assume, okay, you have had a boyfriend before.
Yes, I have a boyfriend.
Good. Imagine you have a baby. You have a baby, and your baby is 5 months old, and the three of you are at the embassy. They approved you. They deny your baby, and they deny your husband or your sweetheart. Linda, tell me, what will you do? You are the wife, you are the mother, and the husband of the child is with you, denied, the baby is denied, only you approved. No, what will you do?
And me self, I know be man with the stay for house, so I did I did party like mad then.
Tell me, what will you do?
I'll cry.
This is your boyfriend where we say he don't get time saying they give you correct money. Yes. It's even instrumental to you going to US. Yes. He's ready to, he's even giving you money. He has even given you money. Yes. Despite the scholarship and everything. Mind you, whatever scholarship you have, and this goes out to everybody, whatever the scholarship, until you get there, they won't send you one kobo. They won't send you $1, 1 pence. No, forget it. 1 shilling you never get, because you have to get there, you have to sign, you have to open an account there before they can now start sending your stipends there after almost 15 working days, after you must have finished your documentation. So please, we won't take much of your time. That is going to be all for now. We'll be rounding up any moment from now, but your visa will be approved. You need to do more work. As you have said, you are in one of our groups, I believe.
Yes, I am.
Good. You can make it happen. You have the brain, you have everything you need. You can make it happen. Okay? So reach out. You have Alexos mobile digits, is also on the group. So the name is also Alexos on the group. So you can be
Thank
sure
God,
that.
thank God I don't change my name. My name is not Alexo, sir.
I too can change my name now. Don't you think that would be nice? You think you can run? Even if the chameleon changes his color from now to tomorrow, you see a chameleon. Forget. Changing color is part of the characteristics of a chameleon. So you see a chameleon. Don't worry about that. Linda, your visa will be approved. Don't worry. We'll do the needful and favor will speak for us. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
We'll go back to the drawing board and do the needful. I know it can be challenging because we are going through a lot. I don't want to blame government, I don't want to blame anybody, but we'll do our best and we'll know that favor we will get. I'll be calling upon Oga Joseph Oguru now. We'll be running with the speed of light now. Oga Joseph Oguru.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
You know where you are supposed and how you are supposed to position your mobile device. Don't put it in front of your belly, in front of your face to face. Now we do something. I know they follow the laugh. Face to face. Now we do them. Can we have your profile and we kick off immediately, please?
Okay, I'm going for PhD in environmental science, at Western Illinois University.
Yesterday, do you
I
remember
have
this?
a graduate.
Hello, boss. Do you remember this man?
I can't remember him. Oh. I shall know say somebody they ask and say why you put Oga for your name. He say his name now Oga.
Sir, are you the one that have been saying that you need someone that will do your mock session in the group? And I was the one asking you. Hmm? Let's go now. Huh? Hello,
He's
sir.
asking, did he sign up for the YouTube links? It's there now. All the past previous sessions have been there. And today is number 9. And we are on a very fast mood now.
Okay. Sorry,
Do
can I
you
go
have a
ahead?
date yet? Do you have a date?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
What's your
do.
date?
This week on Friday, 7th of June.
Holy Moses. Holy Moses. There's nothing that is impossible for us to achieve because we have God on our side. All right? Hello?
Yes. I'm with
That's
you. I
number
can hear
one
you
thing.
very well.
That's number one thing I want you to know. So for us to have come thus far, do you have full funding?
Yes, I have graduate assistantship with full tuition waiver and monthly stipends.
Why do
Though
you have
there
to
is
think?
a
Why do
little
you have to
deficit.
think? Why do you have to think before you answer my question? That means something is wrong somewhere. Joseph.
No, I just wanted
Joseph.
to. I just wanted to explain to you.
I
I'm
said,
with
do
you.
you have full fund? I said, do you have full funding? That was my question. And you took your time, you are thinking. All right, no problem. Let's go. Are you ready?
Now, I wanted to explain something to you. The full
Okay.
funding in quote entails that there is no deficit, but in my own case, the assistantship covers full tuition waiver and monthly stipend, but the deficit estimated at 5,000 to something is actually part of the living expenses. It's not really something that maybe you have to pay or whatever. So that is why I wanted to explain. And instead of saying outrightly yes.
No problem. Are you ready?
Uh,
Have you been to the
yes, we can
embassy
go
before?
ahead. Yes, I've been to the embassy before. In fact, let me explain my case so that you have a perfect understanding. Actually, I wanted to go for masters there before. I was denied on 2 occasions. I think it was related to funding issues, and I decided to do the program in Nigeria and then apply for PhD instead. So last year I actually had full sponsorship, assistantship also, but I was not given because of one question I didn't answer satisfactorily to the VO. I suspected I didn't answer satisfactorily. I
And the
wasn't
question
planning. I'm
is,
married with children. The question is, are you going with is your family coming to join you later? I say yes, that they will be. I said on the condition that my wife was given permission from his place of work, from my place of work, and that they will be coming intermittently to visit and then return back to Nigeria. That going by the nature of our work, she will not be allowed to come and just stay. Eventually, the VA was not satisfied. She kept on asking the question, and
even
at
me
last,
myself, I'm
before
angry. Joseph, even me myself,
at last,
like I'm hearing
I was
now,
just
I am
trying to be,
angry.
I was trying, I was trying to be sincere anyway, to me anyway. So she was like, before she gave me the refusal letter, Say, how will you be going for a
Joseph,
4-year course
Joseph,
and you
Joseph,
don't have plan for your
Joseph,
family?
Joseph, let me tell you one thing. Let me take it
Yeah.
up from there. Imagine we have been running for close to 3 hours now, and somebody is just joining us now.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very sure that this person also has appointment. Correct. You see, the person is clapping. Eh? We are
Okay.
welcoming you. It's a family thing. We will open the door at any time. In as much as we will open the door. But does it show seriousness and commitment? Somebody has posted a link that, please, so my people, they do something making a come benefit for inside. Though. All of you just decide to stroll in when you wish, come in when you like. This is a premium channel.
Boss, good evening, sir.
Oh.
So sorry, sir. I'm joining by this time. I was
Your name is Goodness,
actually joined
and
with
it
my
is
phone
good.
earlier.
I am not against you.
Yeah,
I
joined
am.
my phone. I joined my phone earlier, but it died on the way. So I had to go. I got to the house and I'm joined with my laptop. I'm so sorry.
Goodness. You can't give me excuse. You don't know the kind of person I am. Okay, you know you have been using your phone for the past 2 weeks or for the past 3 months. You know how good is the battery life. And since when I've posted the link, what stops you from charging your mobile device? Huh? You want to argue that one out, Abi? Or you are making business calls, you had impromptu meeting that you had to do Zoom and your battery was hot and you had to shut down the phone, and when you shut down the phone, you discover the battery went flat. Do you want to argue it? Do you want to prove it?
But
You are raising up your hand. Please speak. Chukwuma.
Ekpenyam is okay, right?
Joseph, let's speak to you.
Okay.
It's going to be a red flag. Do you have a transcript? Transcript, but
They have not written it.
Hold on. What date are you going to the embassy? Do you have a date?
Yes, 7th of this month.
7th of this month. Joseph, why is it that you always think before you answer my questions? Is it that you are that afraid of the king of Owambe? Every question I've been asking you always think, then you say, then you answer me. Why?
Okay. I'll begin.
Abiodun Christie, please mute yourself or else I'll remove you.
It's 7th. I will be giving you your answers now. I will not say again.
All right, let's go straight to the point. Good morning, documents, please.
Okay. Please have them, please.
Why have you chosen Western Illinois University for your PhD program? Not looking at the camera.
For the
See, Joseph, not looking at the camera is a red
I
flag.
thought this is a camera I'm looking.
You are not looking at the camera. Your eye was turned to the right corner. Your camera not the right corner. You are looking away from your phone. So looking away from your phone is not looking at any other thing off your screen. Look at your camera.
I'm okay. The way I'm looking now doesn't show that I'm looking. It's okay like this.
You are not looking at your camera.
Sorry,
Look at
okay
you
like
know
this?
where your camera is. You know where your camera is. So look at it. Don't ask me. You know where your camera is positioned. Look at it. You know these things. Good morning, documents, please.
Okay. Please have the document.
Why have you chosen Western Illinois University and not your home country university?
Okay. I chose Western Illinois University for a number of reasons. Number one, the structure of the curriculum for PhD in environmental science is well detailed and perfectly covers my research areas of interest. Number two, the work of Professor Viadero Rogers perfectly aligns with my interests, and I'll be working under his supervision where we'll be focusing on water chemistry, site remediation, heavy hazardous waste management, and comprehensive environmental assessment with laboratory studies and modeling to develop remediation strategies and techniques that could enhance the resilience and quality of our environmental
What
system.
are the past research works of your department in your area of discipline?
In my area of discipline, my research area actually focus on environment. I'm an environmental chemist, and I have published some papers, and my research interests actually focus on green chemistry, water
The
chemistry,
question again,
comprehensive.
I will ask the question again. In your
Okay.
intending school, your Western Illinois University is the school you're intending to go to. What are the past research works they have carried out? That is what I need to know. Tell me
Okay.
the previous research works in
Thank,
your school.
okay. Thank you very much. Now I understand the question better. The work of the project advisor, the graduate advisor I'm going to work under, specifically focus on water chemistry, ecosystem assessment, site remediation, hazardous waste management,
All
and
these things
these
you
are
are
the
saying, you are
areas
not
of my
looking at
core.
the camera. Oh. Shay, you know, you are not looking at the camera. Oh. All these things you are saying, you are just talking to the atmosphere. That means you are lying. You are cooking up stories for us. Yes. Even if I can read, yes, if I can read everything you are saying, by me not looking at the camera means you are telling lies. It
Is
is the
this
rule of
about?
the game. See, Joseph, is the rule of the game. Consider yourself, you are talking to two children in the house. You send one with 50 naira, go and buy granite. The other one, 50 naira, go and buy granite. One came back, he was looking at your face. He said, say he lost the money. The other one came back, was looking at your feet. He said he also lost the money. Whom will you believe amidst the two of them? You want so Gary? You just arrange yellow Gary, na. Say, make you learn this thing before you enter, before Madame show, say, make you cook. Now, you say, take 15 naira, go and buy granite for me. Hey, you, take another 15 naira so that then go buy from two different places. One come back, he say, in the look you eyeball to eyeball, say, in don't misplace the money. The other one come, you know, if you look you straight for eye, who you go believe for the two of them?
I like that, you know.
Joseph, I don't think you're concentrating. I don't think you are here with us. You are being distracted where you are. Please reach out to me when you are ready. We'll be calling upon the next person.
No, I'm very
Adebayo
ready. I'm
Olalekan.
very ready.
I asked you a
I'm
question,
very
you failed
ready.
to answer. I asked you a question, you failed to answer. You are answering another person right there with you. Our time is
No.
precious.
It's my wife that is here.
Yes, I'm asking you
Wait,
a question.
excuse me,
You
sir.
are responding to
Sorry.
your wife. You are not responding to me. Who takes priority here?
No. No, I wanted to know whether she's seeing the camera, to know where the camera is. Because she will be going with me as well. So she's also
It is me that can tell you whether I can see her or not. You are supposed to let me know. You are going with F2. It's F1 and F2 you are going with, not you asking her. I asked you a question.
I asked
You
her to
refuse to
join.
answer me.
I wanted to be sure that I'm actually looking at the camera. What is the question about? Sorry. What is the question about? Sorry. Is it the last question you asked about the project work going on in the department or their past project work?
Alexis,
I
please
have just
speak.
given the condom.
My
Sorry?
Oga, well done, sir. Can you hear me?
Well done, sir.
Good afternoon, good evening. Are you here alone
Good
to
evening,
the
sir.
embassy? Are you here alone?
No.
So how will a video know that you're with your wife if your wife is not there with you and your wife face is not there?
Please.
As you are learning, you learn with your wife, you stay together. That's the first thing. Because any correction, anything they are telling you, they will be looking at your wife's countenance, your wife's face to know that whether your wife, maybe an answer you will give, your wife will show like, "Ah, it's not true." Are you working with yes, sir? Are you working? Who are you going to be working with? You said you are working with who? Your graduate
I'm
advisor. You work with
working
your graduate. Do you work? I heard everything you say, sir. Do you work with your graduate
with,
advisor?
sorry,
Are you working with your
I will
graduate
be
advisor?
working. I will be working with him.
With your graduate advisor?
Yes, I will
How
be
many
working
years
with
is
my
the
graduate
marriage?
advisor. Sorry,
How many years is your marriage?
9 years.
Madam, how many years is your marriage? Madam, how long have you married?
We have been married for 9 years.
Today marked it 9 years exactly.
No, we're
It's
9 months
today.
in on May.
So these are the questions. Is today the exact day of the 9 years? No. How many years is your marriage? May have crossed. You are 9 years, 13 days, 2 days, 3 days, 14 hours. Those are the specific time you and your husband supposed to know.
Wow.
You are an
Okay,
F2.
sir.
I was an
Go
F2
ahead.
like you. Those are the things you're supposed to know. So, Oga, how did you meet your wife?
Okay, we met during my undergraduate days in the university. That is between 2002, over 2 years ago.
Sorry, sir. Were you once a businessman?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, because you're an Igbo man, Abi.
Sorry?
Are you an Igbo man?
No, I'm
Huh?
not. I'm not.
You were one because
I'm not an evil man.
you're answering me with the business mentality and with the business response. Like, businessmen have this kind of buzz. See, you're supposed there are some things I don't want to say talk too much because I don't want Alex. And there are some things you and your wife supposed to. You're not supposed to be doing interview alone. You went. Do you have children?
He's going with 3 kids.
You are going with 3 kids. Where are the 3 kids? How old are they?
They are sleeping already.
They are sleeping already. Yes. How old is your eldest?
8 years.
8 years. Don't you know that they can
Eight,
ask that 8
five,
years?
and 6.
Okay. What if they ask your 8-year-old daughter?
No, I've read.
Huh? Don't they can ask him
Yes,
or
sir.
her
Go ahead.
question. Do daddy shout at mommy at home? She say yes. Na children no. But they didn't teach her that. I get me. They say yes. Or they'll say no. See how they eye your wife. I'm a married man, bro. I understand all those things.
Mhm.
These are the little questions you have to discuss with your wife and your daughter, the eldest, most especially. You think he's joking? Madam, how did you meet your husband?
University during our undergraduate days.
So there's no specific time like you people meet in SU, you people meet where Kega are gyrating, or you people met when there was a
No, we
strike,
met
and you
we
huh?
met at Benue State. Sorry, sir.
You met at
We
which
met at
place?
Benue State University in 2000. Benue State University in 2002.
Where what was happening?
Where we were for our undergraduate.
Where you're undergraduate is first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. Which year? What happened? Those are the things the view want to know.
In okay.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. We met after our remedial study in our first year in the university.
Okay, you said remedial
That
studies.
was
Your
in
husband is telling
physics,
me in
and
first year. No, now, do
Alexios,
you understand this?
Alexios, hold on, please. Obi, you want to say something?
Yes, yes. Good
yes,
evening, everyone. Again, the thing I want to include is, uh, when it comes to all these things, I think we forget the fact that we have to do what is most pleasing to the VO than necessarily what is true. Because the important thing is to get what we are after. So,
Obi, Joseph
um,
is not serious.
now when
If
it
you are
comes
the
to
Obi, I
yeah,
put it to you now, you and I. From
okay.
what you have seen Joseph portray now, do you think Joseph is serious about his preparation to the embassy? Judge.
He's okay. He's not ready, but he doesn't mean that he's not serious. He wants to be there, but he's not ready.
He wants to be
So
there.
So
yeah.
Obi,
So
what you are
what I
trying
want
to
to
say,
say,
sorry, Obi,
what
what
I
you are
want,
trying to say is the
okay.
question I'm asking him is irrelevant. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, the question you're no, that is not, I'm not talking about Sir Alexis. The question that you're asking is very relevant. What I'm saying is very relevant. What I'm saying is the response that they are giving. Like the way when she said they met at the uni and everything and they just stopped there. The question you're asking, you want to know how close that their bond is, and she's not giving you that feedback that you're
The
expecting.
vibe is
The,
not
the
there.
vibe is not there, and the vibe that you're supposed to give back is okay. We met in school.
There is
It
so
started.
much
It started.
excitement to be there. There
Yeah, it
is all those
started.
things are lacking.
Because when Sir Alexis was like, you just met in school, was it in a place of gyration? And I dare you come to head and be like, oh no, it was on a rainy day. I was just standing, I was almost lost, I
I
was
brought an
stranded. My
umbrella.
Thank
husband
Was
you.
came,
not
he gave
driving
me his
past
I
by.
jacket,
saw her drink with
all those
I
kind of
saw her
things.
drink with
He gave
water.
me
I
his
brought
jacket.
umbrella for her.
That was the day we exchanged
The
contact.
view,
From
if the
there, we've
woman,
been
you say, oh, that's so
those
lovely. If
kind
the
of
woman don't
things.
want to approve anything for you guys, for that single thing you said, you share that with her fellow woman from water. She'll be very happy.
Yes. Yes, he'll be very so. It was really just came and you met, and maybe that was when he said he has been having eyes for or on you for the past few days or so thing, and he protected you from that rain. He made sure you went somewhere where you could stay until the rain was down. That was how you guys started talking, and ever since then you've been in contact every single day up to the time you got married and all those things. When you bring all those things, the VO will know that no, you're coming from somewhere and the bond is strong. You're not going there to just go your separate ways in the next few days. I don't even understand. So when you're saying that this is something that you and your husband must have discussed and agreed on before you get there,
yeah.
because they can get tricky with the questions. So when you agree on something, a love story, people watch Korean movies and Indian movies. It's not just to watch and
No,
be
they
doing
just
God
watch
when.
to laugh. They know they learn.
When you
No,
do
Since
God's
then, they
when,
watch
you
to
pick
laugh.
some of the things.
Nigerian movie.
So
Nah,
when you
Kana they watch.
when you watch all those things and say God, you also pick some things too there, and that will also entice or make you can be talking to the viewer, and the viewer will even be in the moment and be like, no, this love story is too
Say
sweet,
I
it's too
must
make
love.
we
Oh.
go.
Huh?
I must love. We don't know how they go. So
Yes.
that is just what I wanted to include. All right, thank you.
Alexios, thank you very much,
We
Obi.
are
Alexios, please round up with them. We have two more people we need to attend to tonight. They have taken all the time.
Okay,
we
Mr.
apologize
Oga.
sincerely.
No, you're not supposed to apologize for anything. You're an F2. I'm an F2 like you, eh? My own turn. I was not apologizing because I party a lot. I dey like, as I said, gyration, I dey gyrate well. I enjoy my life in Nigeria. Now when I come US, like no dey enjoy anything, nowhere to enjoy. So as soon as I stay there, the one I enjoy it as the last. Okay, you have to create a bond. Now, if you don't get uniform between you and your wife, go and have a uniform. Go and have, if you don't have any uniform, you and your wife, so go and have a uniform with your 3 children. When I went back with my daughter, we my I was wearing our dedication dedication clothes when I dedicated my daughter. Then she was 5 months when I took her back. Do you understand? Go and look for native that all of you have, whether it's old, whether it's new, iron it, full starch, create the bone, carry your last baby for shoulder. Mr. Dewede here told me to take one sweet. I look for that sweet. My street everywhere no get am. I have to ask someone whether they have the sweet, that particular sweet. And I brought the sweet. My daughter loved the sweet. It was the sweet my daughter put inside use and she was sleeping. And I started singing Skindamarik, I think the view was just then they were now inside. Oh, what a lovely father. Me, I was not a lovely father.
Lovely father indeed.
I was not a lovely father then because every Friday I dey go club, by the Sunday I did my cousin's house dey drink. Hmm? So you have to look for that, create that bond. You know, say with the hustle, yes, as men, you know, they leave them with the women for house. That your last baby, like he's like 2 or 3 years, Abi. Create that bond and carry him. If it's make him to sleep safe. For them to see that your let your wife carry all the forms. Then if they say give me your document, your wife say honey. See, if your wife is not calling you honey or sweetheart, let her start today and be calling you honey sweetheart. If you come America, make she change. Do you understand? No,
Don't
no,
worry,
Okay.
Joseph, they laugh,
no,
oh,
sir. I
laugh,
don't
wait,
know.
wait. Don't worry. We are telling you things that you are thinking, saying I joke with it. No problem.
It's not,
See,
bro.
you
I
are
know what
No,
to
talking
tell
thank
to
you
you.
very
people
much.
that
Nice.
have gone
I
through
appreciate.
denial before. Joseph, you are talking to people that have gone through denial before. Alexa's brain no open until they deny him. I did do
Brother,
interview
I
for them
never since I
2 years
since
ago.
I married, I never stay alone after I married for hours before. Brother, I stay alone for like 3 weeks. You understand? Say person we just marry, where they do normal every week. For 3 weeks, nothing. I want craze. I say, bro, you know
I
go
go they carry
happy.
pikin. He go they
I
carry
go to
baby,
carry picking.
5 month old baby.
That time I was still working from home. I was still carrying baby. Bro, there's some things you and your wife have to stay together, understand yourself, like how we met, no first message, how we met, where we met, the thing you like. Okay, if I ask you what is your wife best color, you don't know. What is your husband best color? She don't know. So how did you? I can. You guys are going to Abuja, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Where do you stay? You stay in Abuja. Or you stay in Lagos.
No, currently we're in Kaduna.
Yeah, in
Though
Kaduna.
for
See, I
Abuja is more.
brother.
Abuja is also a
See,
farm.
I want you to be honest. I want you to get this thing very. Yeah, an F1,
Yeah.
and your wife is an F2. She have yeah,
Sorry.
and your wife is an F2 like me. I was an F2. You understand? And I like seeing F2s because F2s will be the one to strengthen you very very well. When you are weak, if you go school, come back. When you are weak, F2 will cook better soup for you. But if your F2 no day, brother, it's only you. Get in my final note, get something you and your wife will understand yourself very very well. Let your wife know the cause, the person you are going to work with. Let your wife know what you currently do in Nigeria. Let your wife know how much is your deficit. Let your as you are learning, because they might ask your wife. If I ask your wife now, what's your husband currently doing? What will you she tell me?
Uh, so, okay.
He was the lecturer at the Air Force Institute of Technology in the Department of Chemistry.
How much is the salary?
Salary is 209,000.
How much is the salary per annum? Those are the things we're talking about. Those are the things. Do you understand, ma? Those are the things we got to know and we got to understand our two of us very, very well. So, okay, as you are learning, that your Friday is good, but within that Friday, create a time very, very well for two of you. Do
I'd
you get?
like to ask a question. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Go
We are
ahead,
all
man.
listening.
I said, so I am a military now, and you have encouraged us to go in a uniform, a family uniform. I don't know if it's okay for me to go in my own military attire, because some of the transcripts we have read have said that you dress in your professional outfit, that so
Are
that you
you a
don't have
military
to do a
man?
lot of. Yes, I am a military
Why
woman.
do you want to travel with your husband?
Because every year, I take August as my annual
Why
leave
do
to
you
tally
want
with the.
to? If your husband did not get this thing, God forbid, are you still going to go to America for your annual leave? Why do you want to? I want you to give me one answer, which you're not getting it, which you are here to listen and get it.
Okay, yes, I'm here to listen. I was
Why are
going
you
to say
traveling with
that
your husband and your three kids?
he will be traveling in August, which tallies with the period when I'm on annual leave and the kids are also on
To
break.
do.
So we want to use the
Why
opportunity to
do
go
you
and
want to? Why do you
help
want
him.
to travel with your husband?
I'm sorry, I don't know the best.
You don't know the question.
I don't know the best
Okay.
answer. This is what I want to say. So if it's not a good answer, maybe you can advise some.
Okay. Your husband is going to school to do what? Is it masters or BSc or PhD?
PhD, sir, in environmental science.
PhD. Is it very intense? Does it take the brain? Does it take the mind? Is it psychologically okay for him to do it alone? Since you have
Honestly,
married him,
yes.
since you have married him, what have you been giving to him? Since you married him, what have you been giving to him?
Like,
In what context, sir?
There's a name I want you to call it. You are traveling
Oh,
to your
sweetie.
husband.
I call.
No, I did not say the
Yes.
name. I said, since you
Oh,
have
okay.
married him, what have you given him? What have you been giving him? Have you
Okay,
been
I've been
giving him
giving
what?
moral.
No. You have been giving him
Yes.
what? Support.
Food, yes. Good food.
That you are traveling with your husband to give him emotional support. Because from your
Oh, okay.
understanding, PhD in the United States is very, very intense. And you're going traveling with him to give him support and also know where your husband is going to stay for the start of his PhD.
Okay. Okay. All right, sir.
You can
Thank
also
you.
add, is going to a new environment and settling down can be very difficult. Giving him this support to ensure he settles down quickly in a very fast mode and settling into his studies will ensure that he's going to have a very good foundation. And with a good foundation and you being there to give him the moral support in terms of emotional, physical, cook food for him, he goes for lectures, he goes for this meeting. By the time he's properly settled, by the time you are coming back after 6 or 8 weeks, it will be okay. He wouldn't have any trouble settling down. But if he's the only one, he will be encumbered with so much challenges that it will be distracting to his focus.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
I would like to wrap things up now tonight. I want to say thank you very much for everyone that has contributed to this evening's successful meeting. Please add
Boss, it remains me now
Adebayo Olalekan and Opoluwa
Yeah.
Balogun. I know it remains you. Yes, I know. That's why I
Ah,
sent you a message. What is her? Her what?
nothing.
Speak your mind now or remain
I
quiet
just,
forever. Speak your mind now.
no, I just feel that I have been in this particular meeting from number one, so now remain in my own, but no problem.
Where is Opoluwa Balogun? Is Opoluwa Balogun here?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, activate your camera and let's go. We are having you right away.
Okay.
I request you to send me a DM. Neither of you did. I'm ready for you. Activate your camera and let's go.
Okay.
Give me your
Thank
profile. Number one, I can't see your face. You are in a dark environment. The light needs to show on your face. I need to see your face.
Can you see it like this?
I can't see your face. I'm only seeing your shape. I can see the shape of your head. Sún sẹ́yìn, kí ná tàn sí ẹ lójú. That's what I'm saying. Sún sẹ́yìn, let the light show on your face. Let your phone back the light. Something like this. This is better. Can I have your profile, please?
Okay. I'm going for PhD program in linguistics at University of Utah.
That's all your profile. No cost of attendance. You don't know your COA and things like that. You don't know the name of your school.
Okay. I'm going for my PhD program in linguistics at University of Utah. My cost of attendance is $64,549.
Any deficit?
Yes, I have deficit of $5,115.
Oh yeah, pari now. That means my total cost of attendance that I'm supposed to pay is now so. Oh yeah, smart you la Adebayo.
Sorry.
I'm serious here. Time is fast spent.
Okay, my total cost of attendance is 64,549 naira with a deficit of $5,115. So I have a funding of $59,434.
Good morning, documents, please.
Yeah, they are, officer. Good morning, officer.
With this huge cost of attendance, why have you chosen to go ahead to this university?
Okay, I received a developmental funding of $59,549, which covers my food tuition, my health insurance, and reasonable parts of my living expenses. So I decided to go for this university because of the research of Professor Aaron Kaplan on African languages, which aptly aligns with my own research interest. Also, the university offering of close interaction between faculty members and students also serves as an incentive which motivated me to choose this university above other universities in USA.
Tell me about your school.
Okay, my school, University of Utah, was formerly known as University of
Olalekan.
Yes.
Olalekan.
Yes.
I am just asking you two questions, and each of the questions you are always answering and beginning with okay. It is not acceptable. You are an authority, and by authority you understand very well what I mean. You are not supposed to be making such silly mistakes. If you are a lecturer, a PhD holder, to be in linguistics, you have gone very far to be committing this kind of silly errors. Kindly correct yourself henceforth. Why have you chosen this university as against universities in your home country?
I choose this university above other universities in USA as a result of the consistency of research interest of Professor Eno Kaplan with my own research interest on African linguistics. Also, the department's offering of close interaction between faculty members and students also
You are
serves.
not personalizing this thing. What will you benefit is what I need to hear. You are giving me Alexa said that word. Is it Benny or Alex? He said generic. I don't want I need a person. Okay, why do you want to get married, for instance? Because everybody is getting married. That's no. Because this lady, you have been friends since your first day in the university, and you have discovered that you are more than just friends, and you want to spend the rest of your life together. You are not just looking at, okay, we want to give birth to children, we want to be, you are more than just a friend. That is one of the motivating factors. And she was there for you when you were having issues in your undergraduate day. You have so much courses to do and so much responsibilities were lying on your shoulders. She gave you advice and ideas about means to the end and solve the problem. And with that, you are able to come out as a shining star. As a result of that, you discover that if you spend the rest of your life with such a lady like that, you will be a superstar. So why have you chosen this school as against schools in Nigeria or other schools in the United States of America? Before you answer that question, that might be the only question the visa officer will ask you. Don't think it is impossible. They can just ask you one question and that will be the end. It is very possible. So it's either you have just one bullet and you have a lion staring at you. So are you going to shoot the lion or you want to miss? Over to you.
Okay, I choose
You are
University
starting
of
with okay again. Oh God Almighty. Tell me about your school. Keep your sorry. I don't need the sorry. Tell me about your school.
University of Utah was formerly known as University of Deseret until 1859. University of Utah was established on February 28, 1859, which with the colors red and white with a mascot soup.
The numbers of postgraduate studies, courses, students versus lecturer, location, all those things, weather condition, the purpose and the benefit of the school to the community, all those things we shouldn't know. How long is your program?
5 years.
How do you intend to cope with the cultural differences within that 5 years?
Coming from a country which has cultural diversity like Nigeria, I have traveled to a good number of other tribes in Nigeria. That one will serve as kind of an experience for me not to have issue with cultural diversity in USA. Also, by coping with the weather over there, I have been able to get a good cardigan, which will enable me not to have issue with the cold weather over there.
When is your interview date?
June 20.
Send your transcript to me tonight. I'm not happy with you. Olalekan. That cardigan where they wear for Nigeria. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
That cardigan where they wear for Nigeria. If you wear ×4, it no go help you. Make you wear 4, join body, it no go help. Now, that's why I fashion out that question, knowing fully well that Nigeria will like copy and paste. I say, I have made adequate preparation for warm clothing. Don't say cardigan. I keep saying it. Don't say cardigan. That cardigan where they wear for Nigeria, they know they wear them for here. The kind of weather where they here, make person no open window, no open door for 1 week. You go see they feel cold for inside. That's the kind of weather we're experiencing here in the United States. Your brain cannot fathom it if you have never been here. Ask your guys where they here, say, how then they take cool with the weather? When you say you have traveled to other parts of the country, other tribe, you went from, which state are you now?
Some states in Nigeria.
You are in Osun State. You go meet Joseph for Kaduna. You think saying that the same thing they happen for here, Abi? Here you have times you go through ice Sometimes they will block the road, they will put road closed because the road is filled with ice and there is nothing you can do about it. It is a natural occurrence. That is the kind of place you are coming to. Every home must have an heating system. In Nigeria, the way we design our homes is different from here because we are in the temperate region. Go and look at your geography. Adebayo, you have so much work on your hands. You have so much work on your hands. I have 2 more questions for you. What would this course do for you?
This course will aid my career growth in transition into academia by taking a senior lecturing job in my present place of work. Also, this research will equip me with knowledge that I need to provide solutions to language-related issues in Nigeria, like speech impediments and non-standard orthography.
That is all this course will do for you, and you are spending 50-something thousand US dollars. Bros, you know, say I like Asun. Do you know I like smoked goat? Do you know or you don't know?
I don't know.
Do you belong to any of our groups, any of our WhatsApp group?
No.
How did you get this link then?
Okay, I saw this link in a particular group I belong to. That is no STEM, no STEM group.
Well, whoever posted it, send a DM to that person that please, they should link you up. You understand? Stop asking for fish. Let them teach you how to fish.
Okay.
Olalekan, let them teach you how to fish. It is not good for you to suffer. You can't go to the embassy once and not get it. It creates a very traumatic effect on you. Please try as much as possible to ensure that you go once and you get it.
Okay,
My last question for you today. If the department chooses to withdraw their financial support, what will become of this your dream of actualizing your PhD degree from the University of Utah?
The department cannot withdraw the financial support from me because I've never seen any such, from the history of the department before. So
you've never seen any sort, but they can start with you.
No. They can't.
Answer my question.
They cannot withdraw the financial support from me because it cannot come to, they cannot do that.
Should I help you?
Yes, sir.
Now, if they ask you such a question like that, what stops you from saying the Department of Linguistics at the University of Omoshetan Omorele Oyinbogo has proven to be magnanimous enough, and my visa officer, sir, here is the letter given to me, duly signed by the head of the department, countersigned by the dean and the vice chancellor of the notable and viable university, saying and claiming that they are giving me this financial support. With this letter, the bursary department has also been alerted that this financial support will be rendered to me upon the approval of my visa. So as a result of this, I am fully ready to take up this challenge. This one that I just said, compared to what you are saying, Kaba. Which one do you think is more presentable? You cannot see. Every one of us, we are shouting, they are denying us visa, they are denying us visa. Yes, they are denying visa. But how about the way we prepare for these interviews too? We are not going to meet non-entities at the embassy. We are meeting people that are psychologically sound. Their brains are sound upstairs, and we are not ready to give anything. We are not ready to sacrifice. We don't prepare enough. We are not ready to give our best. So how come we will not be denied? I'll be approving your visa. It will take 4 to 5 working days before it's ready. Have your I-20, have your account statement, and your other documents. I wish you all the best at the University of Utah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can I ask you
if they ask you one question like, how do you intend to maintain communication with your people or with your department while studying in the University of Utah, United States of America? What would be your answer?
I can't get your question. How do I what?
How will you keep in touch with your department while you are studying at the University of Utah, United States of America?
You mean the method of communication, right?
That will be the end of tonight's meeting. If you cannot understand that question that I've asked you, and you say you are going for linguistics, please go and start another level of undergraduate. Thank you very much for coming, everyone, tonight. I appreciate you all. I wish you, for as many that are going to the embassy this week, I wish you all the best. My brother, Benny, I appreciate you. And my one and only Alexis, we are together forever by the grace of Almighty Jah. The Lord will keep us. My regards to my wonderful princess and my love to your lovely wife. Please, my regards to her. Let me say thank you to her for allowing you to join me again tonight for making this a dream come true. Thank you very much, everyone. Those that have participated, those that have even stayed till now, even though they didn't even have the intention of being interviewed. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, and have a wonderful night rest. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. God
Thank
bless
you
you too,
very
sir.
much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't forget your action, sir.
Somebody wants to join the meeting. Shall I allow the person? Adewale Monsuro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Adewale Monsuro, you are welcome to the meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a wonderful week ahead, wherever you are.